everybody. Welcome to GAHCast, the show where one of the hosts doesn't like to show up for 5 freaking episodes and then joins back in. I'm your host, Hydrowave99, and I'm joined here today with our good friends, Flip Alpaca and Ghost Weather Game. How's everyone tonight?
You've made that personal.
I'm in a strip club. I'll kill you.
What is... What? A strip? What does that have to do with murder?
Do you not know the Vipers Club? It's a popular club way back in like the 30s and 1960s. There's a lot of murders there. So.
Right.
Oh yes, this one random club. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We're just a bunch of dweebs just liking to be dicks and everything, because that's what we do best here in GAHCast. We just report, we just talk about news and shitpost each other. That's the show.
Yeah, we do. Especially when we make our background to be the same exact thing, except for right near the start menu in that very little corner is this face.
Hey.
I remember that too. Yeah, I had to inform Alpaca how to like make the start menu, like how to make each monitor.
This.
I want someone to like blow up the eyes. I want someone to make it like unnaturally looking.
Oh, so like where is it?
I don't care. Oh god, that is blurs.
Sorry, I'm clipping the mic.
No. You gotta like animate the eyes. You know, you gotta make it like anime weeaboo eyes.
Just get like the googly eyes.
Wider grin.
Just get googly eyes.
Yeah, just Photoshop googly eyes on. Just put like just give me like a wider grin, something that doesn't look natural.
So like the Germa 985 grin.
I don't know.
Just get like the troll face grin. Just have googly eyes and the troll face grin, and there you go.
And I recreated it, bitches. Somebody getting memes about me, and I'm not even on a fucking 1,000 followers. It's great.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't wait until like my face is at like the top of an airplane, and someone's gonna say, "Here comes the airplane," and it's just a photo of the towers. Yep, that face would be the last thing that you guys see, and it would just be death.
Oh
Next
god.
PNG image that you tried adding, smart ass. I see that.
Don't worry, I'll just run a filter over it. Second.
I'll just run opacity over it and just dye it down so it's a PNG.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all we have to do.
Oh yeah, cool. Thank you. Make me a house robber that's most likely going to be casted in a porn. Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Love it.
So Ghost Weather Game, since you abandoned us for like virtually, it feels like 5 episodes throughout this entire series.
Abandon.
Yeah.
Abandon.
Just like a certain Sony game that they didn't show at the showcase. Or at
What,
the
PT?
State of Play.
Oh, PC's been kids forever.
Abandoned.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. All right. So
What's been new with you?
To justify where I've been. I see that. Stop that. So I've been streaming on Twitch, and I've been working my ass off making the best of 2021 Part 2, and making a little secret project, the mega compilation of 2021, which is a collage in order of every single fun moment from every single game in order, chronologically. I see that. Stop that.
Alpaca, go further. Go further. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah.
Oh, fine. If we're gonna be pushing boundaries right now.
No. What do you mean?
Oh, I got this. I'm the winner at these.
It's just a baked potato.
Oh, I got this.
Baked potato, just like
Oh, I got this.
it's like Yeah, it's a baked potato. Don't worry. It's just a baked potato.
Hold on, everyone. I can solve world peace. I know how to solve world peace. Put these two things on the same screen.
What things? Discord. Oh!
You're welcome.
So,
You drunk?
I don't know how to solve world peace.
That is why. What? I know I'm very punchable, but like, come on, boys. There's a pack of no.
What?
I can pull up a photo from like 3rd grade.
And yes, this alpaca just confirmed that goes well like traps. You're welcome, everybody.
I did not agree.
I did not send those emails.
I did not send those emails. I did not consent to those emails.
There we go.
What? Yeah.
Skitties.
All right, so
then.
as ever,
How about like a fish?
that's just an acid trip. The trap makes it better. 10 out of 10.
Anyways.
Goes well with favorite thing. Let's go.
Yep.
Anyways. So, what else is new with everybody besides Ghostweller's content ambitions?
Nothing. Literally just been working.
Same. Alpaca? Nothing with you?
Nothing that I'd like to talk about, like, live.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ghostwell, you missed out on your new favorite phone. We talked about your new favorite phone.
I did.
Yeah. We talked about the new Fisher Price phone that you could pair with a Bluetooth phone. You could answer calls with it.
That's awesome.
It's $99. You can get it at Best Buy.
So the reason why I find
It's still better than iPhone.
the reason why I find it mind blowing is because I feel like if this was a legitimate product, kind of like the usual speaker, but one that you could communicate back with, and I'm pretty sure they already have this, but if they were to make something like this for like elderly people, like if you're downstairs and you're upstairs and they're downstairs and they need something, they could just get in contact with you somehow instead of just like you could never know. You'd have to literally go down and check on them, and if you like, of course, it's no substitution for actually being there, but if they can verbally tell you that they're fine, I think that would be really useful for a lot of like in-home nursing or stuff like that. I feel.
Right.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Serious stuff.
It is.
Price.
Well, no, if it wasn't a Fisher Price phone, like a joke, if it was an actual product that did the exact same functions as it, that would be much more useful.
Yep.
Agreed. And of course, that's another one of Alpaca's classics. Anyways, I think we can move on to. Are we all ready to start talking about the news?
The news.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Certainly.
the news. So our first set of news here for today, Maya's doing that, is the fact that Halo Infinite got a new campaign trailer featuring the new updated graphics. And what they show of this campaign looks really promising. I find. They showed off a lot of open areas. They showed off like the fact you can like that a lot of like the classic Halo story elements are been coming back.
Zoom. Zoom. Zoom.
Let's go.
Zoom.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. All right.
Here comes the airplane. Zoom.
Wow. Ouch, that's harsh. Anyways, but yeah, what do you guys think of the new Halo campaign trailer?
What I've seen is like I don't. Are they releasing it on PC?
Well, the thing is, it's Microsoft. They're releasing every game on PC and console nowadays.
So now they're releasing Halo Infinite on PC. I didn't know about the PC launch. If they are adding like additional support with high-end resolution, high-end graphics, then it's worth checking out if you're a Halo fan. I'm personally not. It's been a long time since I touched Halo. After Halo 5, I've practically stopped. I don't know.
If you have Game Pass, it's free, so worth if you have Game Pass.
Yeah. $14 for Game Pass for me, boys.
But then again, the multiplayer is free to play, so if you're only into multiplayer, go check it out. Campaign is the full price deal, which again you can get on Game Pass, which will have co-op gameplay after launch.
Halo 2 will forever be my favorite Halo. The only Halo 2 and Halo Reach, only because you could literally like customize and paint your character like Ronald McDonald and punch arbiters in the face. It's great.
Right. Alpaca, do you have anything to say, or you're just not interested?
So I'm not gonna be like I'm not interested in this, but oh, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. But I'm not super into Halo, same as Ghost Weller, but I mean, hey,
Yeah,
more options, I guess, for people who truly do love Halo.
As long as the free-to-play content doesn't become Warzone.
And as long as the free-to-play content isn't just like really terrible, like they spend more effort on that because it gets them more money than actual gameplay, like actually making maps that are not just either reskins or just stupid shit,
yeah, and
It doesn't matter.
here's the thing: they did confirm this. And that all the battle passes are they are permanent to your account. They tied it. We've talked about this before. So if you buy a battle pass, it doesn't matter what season it is, it's stuck to your account, and you can continue. You can just switch between which battle pass you want to prioritize on.
How much is the battle pass? $20?
I don't exactly know because I don't think they even talked about pricing for the battle pass for Halo, but they're all cosmetic items.
I feel like that is definitely going to be a little bit higher price than Warzone and Cold War, only for the fact of it's forever.
Yeah.
So
certainly.
it could be ranging from like $10 like Warzone or $20 because of how much content there is, how much you're getting out of that battle pass, and etc.
Yeah, but the graphical improvement they've shown in this update, that's the thing that matters more about this is the graphical improvements. They're noticeable.
I just heard a microwave beep. What the fuck was that?
That's probably the calling of Monica saying that you should reach out to her.
You should sub with Twitch Prime to Ghostwell Game.
True.
Really good thing.
Yeah, and level up the server to fucking level 3 for no reason, just out of charity.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when that happened, like I was like, what the fuck? This guy just, like.
Yeah, I didn't know what he meant. He's like, yo, I'm gonna level this up. I'm like, what? Dude, leveled up my server.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their Discord the Discord boosting system, which like if that person stays on your server, as long as he stays, you're gonna get some bonus benefits like more emoji slots, higher quality audio on your server,
I see.
etc., etc. So yes, technically, because this server that we are on is unboosted, the audio is going to be worse on here than it is if we did it on Ghost Dweller server.
I mean,
He's like, anyways, ending the episode here. We're gonna go switch to his recording room. And comment of the day was there was none. Fucking, I know your outro.
Fuck you. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, man, I got roasted the first time on the episode on the series. Woo! Accomplishment. I got roasted.
Leave a comment, even though there's 59 of you guys watching, and none of you guys will leave a comment because none of you guys watch this on YouTube. It's namely Spotify. I'm desperately looking for constructive feedback or people to judge me. Both work. I make the same 10 jokes 8 times. Oh, it goes well. Monica, like the same fucking jokes over and over. It's great. Love being here.
Right.
It's payback for every single fucking episode since. There's just been like rotting in my soul for this. What the fuck?
something I found from a Nintendo magazine.
Yo, look at the Matrix, but Nintendo hosted it.
Anyways,
That's Keanu Reeves.
Right. Anything else we have to say about Halo before we move on to the next Halo topic?
grab to go for some other game. Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv/use your Twitch Prime to go to the game. No. It's gonna be a very shit posty episode.
Yeah,
Alright.
it is.
Moving on. We need to talk about a reminder that older Xbox 360 Halo servers are going to be offline on January 13, 2022, which it does include the original version of Halo Reach before Master Chief Collection.
So then just buy Master Chief Collection.
You'd think, but
$30.
right, or Game Pass. But then again, the thing is that they're making this is like what they're doing here is that, as a reminder, Xbox has confirmed they're shutting down the legacy online servers for older Halo games on the Xbox 360, which includes like Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo Wars. I believe Halo Wars 2 is on there. That list, but it's a pretty big list. Yeah, it's all right down here. Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Spartan Assault, and Halo Wars. All of which, on the Xbox 360, will come to an end.
If you're still gaming on an Xbox 360 in 2021 turning 2022, might need to think about an upgrade there, bud.
I mean, then again, hold on one second.
Well, watch, he's gonna whip out his Xbox Series X. Like we haven't seen this 100 times. Watch this, he's gonna pull out a controller. No?
I just bought this. I just bought this like a couple days ago. And you're telling me that people who play Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo should play Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5?
Or PC. Get a life. If you're playing Sega Genesis, you gotta be like a 45-year-old man. Or some 20-something-year-old dickhead who's like, retro!
So saying that retro games are bad because
Retro games are great, but when you own a Sega Genesis, they're bad.
I have a Dreamcast and a Sega Saturn that needs to be repaired. And I also own an Atari 70.
You have a Dreamcast. I consider myself old, but like, dude, I've never seen one Dreamcast game in my life.
So you're telling me you never
It doesn't
seen?
mean show me. I will shove my boot up your ass. Is that a CD-ROM? That is a CD-ROM. That is.
That's a legit copy of Sonic Adventure 1.
Egg.
I also have.
Egg.
It's not its actual case, but I do have OG Soul Calibur. Oh, and
You guys shut
it's
the
not an official case, but I do have Sonic Adventure 2.
post over here. And one of you guys is being a boomer, and one of you guys is being a new age like.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've never
Microsoft.
played Dreamcast. I've never played Genesis for some fucking reason. I still have my SNES, and I love that thing to death. But like, if you are still using Xbox 360, it's a little late in the game. They're shutting everything down.
So you're telling that you can't necessarily enjoy the Xbox 360 because of that? Because there's a good chance that some homebrew asshole is gonna make fan-made servers that's gonna have those games triggered and reignite online in like many years from now.
Most likely, it's going to be either remade. Like, a lot of the classic games that we grew up with have been remade. The biggest one that I think of is Modern Warfare 2. That was my childhood game, and it was remade.
They didn't even remake the multiplayer though, because
Yep.
they didn't want to focus on it because they were too busy making money on Modern Warfare remade. When they
Yeah.
made Modern Warfare. That's the only
2019.
thing is that like they're gonna tone back the multiplayer if they do ever release it. Like that'd be that's all that's annoying about it, is that like they're not really caring about if people want to like go back or try it out, I guess.
No, the people who make Modern Warfare do give a shit about their fan base. Treyarch, on the other hand, whew, that's a rough place to be.
Wait, is that why we got stuck with a bunch of maps that had doors in it still after years of complaining about doors?
Yep.
Anyways.
Right.
Like it's, I do want to go back to this topic. Like, if you are playing on Xbox 360, I'm not judging you. I am making fun of you, yes, but like, don't get me wrong. Having like the Xbox 360 controller in your hands, knowing that you're playing on an older console, is fucking phenomenal. But we are at a time where it is, we have to go with the upgrades. They're not giving us much of a choice. A good chunk of these games will either be emulated, will be remade, or will just be put back in whatever fashion. If there are games that are left out, like, no one's going to remake Gun for PlayStation, 2 or whatever. No one's going to remake that. But not a lot of people are going to miss it. Like, some of the really low tier games that we did get dealt with, like playing on the Wii, playing on the PS2, playing on the PS3, those games we won't miss as heavily because they weren't like, how can I word this? They weren't extremely crucial to the companies. Sony wasn't focused on Gun. They were focused on, all right, what could we do for, what could we do for EA? What could we do for our originals? And we're just at a time and point where it's like, we're kind of forced to upgrade. And I'm not saying, I do have a problem with it. Yes, I do miss playing, I do miss playing on the Wii and having the online support. But I always kind of have to think we are getting older. It is time to move on to bigger and better things, whether that's like the Xbox Series X or S or the Xbox Series, A, B, C, D, E, F, fuck me, because it's impossible to get your hands on that console nowadays, but we're just at a time and point where it's like we're forced to move forward.
So you're telling me that moving forward we should be playing...
No, you gotta play that on PC. Halfway decent experience.
Or Xbox Series X. I actually have this on... I actually play this on Xbox Series X, and it runs at like 60 frames per second.
But what about like the character models and the details?
Then fine for me.
Fair enough then. Then
we can always move forward by embracing the love for Monica.
Or you can play Smash Brothers Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. Lot better games are out there than just Doki Doki Literature.
True. I mean, I'm gonna say
the Doomslayer to Doki Doki Literature Club. You understand me? I will rip and tear until it is done. But like, it's just we're at a point where it's like we're kind of forced to move forward, and that's just how companies are now. I love the idea of a fan just making the servers again, or some like I would love to have the idea that Bungie's like, hey man, let's remake Halo 2. Let's redo it and turn on the online down the road. I would love that. But we're not going to get it now. Not for a little while.
You could technically argue that Halo 2 has already been remade because it technically tied Halo 2 Anniversary into Master Chief Collection.
I know.
But anything else we want to talk about with game preservation before we move on to the next topic? Alpaca?
I don't know what's going on to Alpaca's screen, but there's just like 100 layers of curse going on.
I don't know. Yay. I don't know. I kind of got lost because I was just like,
You were too focused on trying to make creepypasta a curse that you decided to tune out.
Yeah, I mean...
Or more so shitpost.
You know what I can say gladly? I'll say this. Save games that made us who we are. Throw out the games that just didn't work. That's all.
But what if you want to play Hong Kong 97 for your YouTube buddies?
Why?
What if I want to recreate the same image that Alpaca has on his stupid screen?
I would do this.
We'll have to went to voice.
Alpaca, you have to enable your camera again so I don't have to be on Ghost Weller's frame.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Hey, look guys, I'm Hydrowave. I'm gonna make the same 6 jokes over and over and over and over and over.
Actually, you're now Alpaca until
episodes.
Ghost Weller.
Oh, okay. I'm Alpaca. Cursed images. Googly eyes. Funny joke.
You took that personally. You cunt. Just kidding. Oh, hey, we're back normal. But yeah,
You're telling me I can't rip and tear into you guys for once? Looks like the turns tables have turned. They're dead. Fuck you guys.
But seriously, Alpaca, do you have anything like you have to say about game preservation again, or do you feel like you've said enough about that?
Alpaca's like, I preserve them in my freezer. Does that work? Keep the disc nice and cold.
Oh no, it's
my Game Boy heats them up.
No, it's just I don't agree that like you should just like destroy like everything else, and just only care about like what Super Mario Bros. And like games that everyone knows or cares about at least. But
No, I say throw out the games that don't work. Like, prime example, if there's like, I don't know, Call of Juarez or some shit, that game didn't need to be made. Like, I don't know why you have Call of Juarez, but game didn't need to be made. Same thing with the first one for PS2 or PS3. You don't need to preserve those games if they bombed critically.
yeah, but I mean, I understand they can't just keep the servers running all the time with like the older games, but at least have some way of like going back to it.
Right.
Like,
At least in Master Chief Collect, at least with Halo's case, I was gonna say, at least in Halo's case, you do have the Master Chief Collection that did get released, and it's been available on more platforms than those original games.
I just don't want them to botch shit like you know how Modern Warfare Remastered, like the COD 4 remaster, um how it went from, oh yeah, this is the same game with upscaled graphics and much better details, to like additions like I understand it's cool that they had the continuity with having Makarov in the backseat of the all gillied up mission. Or no, I think it was Yuri actually. Yeah, it was Yuri and Makarov, and that was cool. But then when multiplayer came around, they added the fucking honey badger to it, and then they added supply drops alongside that. They added shit that didn't need to be, you know, that didn't make it a remaster anymore. Really, like they made it like it's basically a remaster, but like it had no soul because now it just kind of sold out to supply drops. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That didn't have to happen. You know.
Right. All right.
It's really, yeah, you know.
All right. I'm just gonna move on to our next topic, which is that we now know what the Nintendo's next mobile game is. I know, mobile games, boo, but we're gonna talk about it anyways.
Mobile players.
So this game is a Pikmin mobile game.
Oh yeah, Pikmin. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No offense, I also want to rag on that. The
Oh,
idea of
yeah.
Pikmin. It's
Pikmin.
like,
I'm gonna get ads for that, and it's gonna say 2 million plus downloads, and like there's gonna be like 459 players online. It's gonna be great. If they were to do any 2D or 3D game, they chose Pikmin for mobile.
They already did Fire Emblem, they already did Mario Kart, they already did Super Mario as a platform for mobile.
Kirby.
yeah, have a companion app to the new Kirby 3D game. Like have a companion app that
He
like
has a point, Alpaca, for once, baby boy. You have a point. Why haven't they made a companion app for like Kirby or like, you know, Pokemon or
Pokemon
whatever?
Go, you can. I think.
You know what's
Newer
funny?
games, you can transfer them.
A lot of Nintendo's companion apps for their games have been tied to the Nintendo Switch Online app as like sub-apps.
Oh, I see.
So like there's one for Super Smash Bros., one for Splatoon, and a couple other games. And Animal Crossing New Horizons. If they're going to do a companion app for like Kirby as an example, they're probably going to tie it into that Nintendo Switch Online app. It's not going to be an individual app you can just download off the store. If you're talking about a mobile game, that will be a whole separate thing. Like how
If they were to make a Kirby mobile game as well, would do a lot better than Pikmin.
What I'm trying to say is that, like, remember Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah.
How you could have you could have the Game Boy, you could transfer your Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium. That's all I'm saying is that they could do something like that, and they could like make people more interested in the online app, and like, so they could have a separate game that you can then transfer whatever onto the Nintendo Switch app, and then you could like broadcast it to your Switch, and then it downloads whatever you got, something like so. It's basically like mystery gift, but like a little bit less steps involved, like going down to McDonald's or like the local stadium.
Going to
Something.
McDonald's. What the fuck does McDonald's have to do with anything?
You can get mystery gifts from McDonald's.
I can confirm I actually did that once. I actually took a walk with my 3DS all the way down to a McDonald's to get a freaking Pokemon for like, I forgot which one it was. I don't remember if it was X or Y or Sun or Moon, but I remember I did pull that off.
I got Hoopla.
Yeah, that was it.
Hoopla.
That was it. It was Hoopla. That's right. You just remind me. It was a Hoopla for just taking your 3DS with you for like Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon to get a freaking Hoopla. Or was it Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? That's right. It's Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They did that.
And then next up, you'll get Psyduck.
Right. But anyways, let's just get back to Pikmin here. So the way this is actually working for Pikmin Mobile is that Nintendo's partnering with Niantic. I'm sure many of you are familiar.
Like, it's again though, it's Pikmin. They could have picked any good game.
But yeah, so the idea for the game is that you're walking with your phone, and it's kind of like Pokemon Go, because that's what Niantic is known for. Niantic's known for Pokemon Go, but with a more Pikmin aesthetic, and you're like collecting Pikmin as you walk. It's not as gamified as say like Pokemon Go, but it follows a similar concept just with Pikmin.
Wait, so you're telling me that it's a pedometer for the way you earn Pikmin through it?
Yep.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Well, see, that makes sense, but don't announce it as a brand new mobile game. Just it's a fucking pedometer. It was like the Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the Pokemeter or something. I would, like I said, they could have it as a companion app sort of thing, like have a little,
Or they could just integrate Pikmin X Pokemon.
No. That
Why
would
not?
be terrible.
Why not?
But
They're the same thing. They're fucking species that you can kick around.
Well, then again, Pokemon Go is already a gamified pedometer. So explain that one.
People buy anything these days, anyways. Sorry.
That's pretty much what Pikmin Bloom is. It's a game. It's the same sort of concept, but it's not as combat focused like Pokemon Go was, or the Hogwarts one that Niantic did. But
Hogwarts.
yeah, Niantic actually partnered with like the Harry Potter team to make a mobile Harry Potter game, and it follows a similar concept to Pokemon Go.
So that became nice things.
Right. Anything else you guys want to mention about this before we move on to the next topic? Because I think the next one, I think a lot of us are going to have a freaking time with.
Hopefully.
Welcome to Ear Rape the Show. We have audio glitches and people wanting to shove their mouths in their microphones.
We all turn on our cameras. We're just all doing this. Just
What? We're doing what?
Right, okay. So our next topic is actually, I think, more interesting. It's the fact that there's been a leak or rumor of another Realm Smash Brothers like fighting game. Actually, well, more so.
hope to see. I want to see Scooby Demon and Shaggy beat the shit out of Batman, dude.
Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that game. A game which you could have.
I want to see Scorpion rip off Wonder Woman's fucking, I don't know,
Yeah. So this new NetherRealm game is actually a crossover platform fighter with like all the different Warner Brothers properties. That's who Warner NetherRealm's owned by, and they talk about the roster including characters like Shaggy, Gandalf, Tom and Jerry, Batman, Fred Flintstone, Mad Max, Harry Potter, and Johnny Bravo.
Like I'm not gonna be using Johnny fucking Bravo, dude. Oh baby, I'm gonna punch in the mouth, baby.
Just have Johnny Bravo.
I'm gonna
This almost Falcon punch the living crap out of Batman.
let me get your number. Pop. I would love to see Scorpion and Johnny Bravo duke it out.
Like if NetherRealm can sneak one of the Mortal Kombat characters into this game somehow, like they do with a lot of their other crossovers with Injustice or whatever.
Why haven't Mortal Kombat 11 did like Batman plus fatalities? Like we've seen Batman kill before. We've seen Batman be brutal before, especially in the comics. Why haven't we seen him, do fatalities?
I have no idea. They probably wanted, because they did do Joker in Mortal Kombat 11. I know that.
Why didn't they do Batman? Batman would be a perfect candidate. You're telling me you can't run over someone with a fucking Batmobile?
Right.
You can't battering someone's throat and like take the fucking sharp ass battering and just like rinse it around their throat and like just slit it? Like what? Batman would be perfect.
I think that's the problem, though, is that everyone, like even me before you told me, is that everyone thinks Batman is like the good,
No.
goth bad guy or whatever, and he's obviously not like that.
Batman
Like,
has. All right, so
Not just like that dumb face that I have on my desktop.
I want to make this clear. Batman, he has. So he's not afraid of guns. Batman has used guns. He has a no killing policy. If he kills, he's no better than the criminals he throws away. But he's used a gun before. Bruce Wayne, and if you want to go even further back, and say, what's his dad's name? Thomas Wayne has used guns. They've both used guns before. And I'm pretty sure that there's like a joke somewhere where a criminal kept his gun in the front of him. And he probably got his, balls shot off or something, but there's a joke in there to be made, but T5. But like we haven't seen Batman do fatalities, which I would love to see. I would love to see a darker Batman kill for once. Because Mortal Kombat has enemies that can push him over the edge, especially Joker. So having a new like WB fighting roster, man, I would love to see if they like were to go, yo, let's make Scorpion beat the shit out of Johnny Bravo. I would love to see it.
Right. Now the thing is that it seemed like this game seems to have been confirmed as a video that a professional Smash Brothers player by the name of Hungrybox had posted up, got taken down. In addition, if this thing could stupidly load, he confirmed. He talks about Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Batman, Harley Quinn, Superman and Wonder Woman, Gandalf, Rick and Morty, Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny, and then another character that's on the top left. But if you were to see the image, it says like copyright taken down or something like that. So,
yo, wait, hold up. Wait, so WB and NetherRealms are in the same universe, right? Why haven't, and this is for all, I don't know who watches this, for you international fans out there, why haven't they made Sam and Dean Winchester in a Mortal Kombat game? or in the WB fighting game. Why haven't they done that? Because Sam and Dean Winchester has also gone with Scooby-Doo. I need to see that. I'm sorry, but I need to see that. I would love to see DLC characters for that game.
Supposedly this has been confirmed they will be doing DLC characters for this game.
I'm going to buy it. They got my money. I'm going to buy it.
If it was free to play, would you still consider it being bought?
If it's free to play, yeah, I would still consider buying the DLC for it. Easy. If there was even a chance I get to see Sam and Dean kick the shit out of Scooby and Shaggy, yes.
Now the game supposedly also has tag team mechanics too, in which like certain characters, like if you pair them up together, they get like certain synergy bonuses.
I hope there's multiplayer.
Well, it's a fucking Smash Brothers like fighting game. Of course, there's multiplayer.
I want Alpaca and I go against you and a bot, dude. You tend to be the sweat when it comes to Smash Brother games.
Yeah. Well, what we mean by tag team mechanics is like you control. Like, are you familiar with like Marvel vs. Capcom by any chance?
Yeah, I've been it.
Where like you play as like you have like so like each life is like a different character.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean by that. It's gonna be kind of like that, but the Smash Bros. Like fighting game, with certain characters having different like synergies with each other. So like I'm sure like if you paired like I don't know, Batman and Robin, if that was a character in the game, they would have a unique ability if you have both of them on the same team.
Batman and Robin versus Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester. Oh my god, that would be the ultimate showdown. I'm sorry. That'd be so good.
Right. I figured this was
Batman would win, but like the Winchesters do stand a chance.
I mean, if I play this game, I'd be the Bugs Bunny or Tom and Jerry main, so I can be Bugs Bunny do Chungus.
Batman or Johnny Bravo, easy.
Alpaca?
No, not really. I don't really have anything to add, but that'd be pretty cool, you know.
Like any particular characters you would play based off the supposed roster if you were to get this game?
No, not really. I don't know. Cause like
I'm technically like the same boat too. I don't watch many movies or anything like that. Like, I mean, this is Ghostwell's wet dream. Okay. All right, moving on. I think I had enough to say about that topic. Let's talk about that state of play that just happened. Which, spoiler alerts, not much.
Then spoiler alert, skip it.
Well, actually, it's pretty important because it's a first party studios.
It is Stadia, yeah, true.
Like, if this was like an EA presentation, there's a good chance we probably would skip this. But this is first party. Well, it's a first party company presenting games, so we have to kind of roast.
What I care about from EA is fucking Star Wars and Skate 4, whenever that has to be released.
All right, so this is what we have from PlayStation's State of Play that happened. They start off with this game called Death First, Let It Die. It is a multiplayer survival action game based off around a reality TV show. Ghostweller is hiding behind the screen of Fapta Monica. Confirmed. Wow. What a degenerate.
I don't know if this episode is gonna go well.
Yeah, he's being a degenerate.
Oh no, it's just
I'm just joking. Anyways. There's that game. Alpaca, what do you think of this? I know we talked about a little bit of this during the week.
Yeah. So, like it was like what I said is that it wouldn't have been like a lot, honestly. Like it wouldn't have been that grandiose because, like, I would have loved to see first party titles and see what the fuck happened to Abandon, but you know.
Right. I hear you.
Or at least, you know, parties that aren't exactly indie studios, but aren't really like Sony Productions presents sort of shit, like Days Gone or The Last of Us.
Right, because I remember that you and I talked about this last week, and I remember speculating there's probably gonna be just a couple indie games we don't know what they are, but they're there. And turns out that was literally most of the presentation, minus a couple big announcements at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
the next game on this presentation too is also We Are OFK, which is like a kind of a visual novel sort of game.
mm-hmm.
Where you play this band and just like progressing through the story pretty much as this band, where you have like different choices and stuff like that, kind of like Life is Strange, but 2D, as I could said.
I do remember I said that was quite interesting. You know, it's like if Life is Strange wasn't supposed to be like an ambitious like sort of 3D sort of like a almost realistic anime sort of art style looking thing. I don't know. But also,
Anyone notice that Ghostwell is making like kissing noises in the background?
yeah.
Yeah, he's having sex with Monica. Confirmed. All right, moving on. We also have a new DLC for Bugsnax, which is like larger bugs and customization album for these bugs.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you say that it was about like I apologize. Wasn't it supposed to be like related to like sort of like Tiny Big Island type of thing where it's like you could go to an island where the bugs are twice or even 5 times their size.
If that helps clear things out, my backdrop fell. I'm fixing it.
That explains why you're fapping to Monica. Okay, thank you.
Stream died. Me
was
no
funny.
worky.
That's funny. So he says his backdrop fell and he's using duct tape to keep it up.
No, I know. I'm just playing around with him.
And no, I'm just I'm joking too. But it's like, why are you using duct tape for a solid backdrop? It's probably like weighs a few like pounds.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. There he is. All right. Ghostweller,
Using
what
duct tape for.
are your thoughts on some of these games that we're talked about so far? Which we've talked about so far. We Are Okay and Death First Let It Die.
Goldfish are good, man.
They're good.
Goldfish colored.
Okay, well, the next game they showed might actually be exciting for Ghostweller here. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yeah, he might be very interested in that, you know, because it's obviously not appealing to the type of people that he wants to crucify.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
This one seems to be.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to be another one. I'm all set. I'm good. I'm great. I don't know. Thank you. Just let it die. Let it die. Like Doki Doki Literature Club. It's okay.
Well, at least DDLC didn't fucking overstay its welcome.
These guys did.
Like, holy shit. Let me tell you. Like after 4, Scott should have just fucking gave up and just was like, I'm done. I'm not gonna get involved with supporting people that
He
people
should have
don't
just
like.
made the movie and said, "All right, I'm retiring."
That too. You know, Cawthon was like really fucking like, he was really intrigued by this.
Trying to come on his own face. Let me milk a series dry.
Well, no, I'm not gonna be like
Chiz.
that. It's just, holy shit. Like, do you know when you're beating a dead horse? Like, and I know there are probably these psychotic fans that he probably has that are forcing him, I guess, to make them. But you have to say no, you know, because I know that fan base is full of like psychos, honestly.
Mm.
It's gonna be great when I'm gonna be getting recommended on my YouTube for Living Tombstone, fucking another song by him.
You know what's funny though is I still remember to this day, and I still agree with this title because I do think this is Five Nights at Cancer. I remember poking fun at Ghostweller here for liking this series.
I liked it when it was good.
Yep.
When it was just the first 4 games. I loved them. They were so scary. They were so like, it was so new. It was nothing like I've ever played, and they changed some things every few games. But now it's like, all right, we've played all there is.
This game, however, actually is different though from what I've seen. It's more like you're escaping the place. It's not
I don't
like
give a shit. We got Poppy playtime for that.
right.
We have that, and that's a beautifully made horror game.
Right.
Which I still have yet to upload on Ghost World Game at YouTube. But you know, I just saw his soul die. I just saw Hydra's just like, well, that's the self-promoting asshole. But like, we have so many games. Like Security Breach just seems redundant and dull. I got like the second Ultimate Custom Night. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I did, and now I'm like, all right, the series is dead. There's nothing. They cannot outdo this. Sister Location was awful. I have no problem to admitting that one. Sister Location was like, yo, let's make this retro punk, steampunk, and let's just make it really edgy. And then they did that with Ultimate Custom Night and Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, which is two other sister games, not official Five Nights at Freddy's games. And now we're getting, again, another Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is open world, VR supported, and all this other crazy shit. I'm like, why? It's a little late in the game now. If they would have released 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that game, it would have made sense. If they didn't, 8+ games, the series might survive. But right now, like, I don't think anyone is really interested.
There's probably some people that are, but like I said, its height of popularity is just waned.
Yeah, like, I think that, and the whole idea of a YouTuber that goes like, oh my god, it's chasing me, or the whole sort of like, overreacting fucking YouTuber sort of thing.
Right.
It's not, when it comes to like horror games, like,
you want something that's genuinely scary, not something that you already know is there. Like, again, and I'm going to refer to this again, Poppy's Playtime. That was a game that came out of left fucking field. And it's like, you didn't know what you're getting into. With Five Nights at Freddy's, you kind of already know. Like, it's killer animatronics, all this. The element of surprise is gone.
I don't know what Poppy's Playhouse is at all. It sounds
Playtime.
like
Look it up.
The fuck it's called. It
Look it
sounds
up.
like...
It is a horrifying game.
It sounds like a clone.
No, it's actually really scary. It's an indie game. It's really good.
Alright.
Well, I think at this point we can move on to the next game here, what they showed off, which is Death's Door, which is kind of like a top-down Zelda-like game with like Dark Souls elements in it. Seems pretty interesting. Then you have
top-down Zelda Dark Souls. Really innovating.
yeah. And then we also have another Kart Rider Drift game, which I think I've seen this game.
The other one was a roguelike. Basically, like Binding of Isaac roguelike. Okay.
And then you have Kart Rider Drift, which is another like Mario Kart like game. We can move on to that. King of Fighters 15 is getting its open beta. I actually will probably be playing this one if I can. Because fighting games. First Class Trouble. This game is actually more like a 1920s themed Among Us 3D clone.
No, cool.
It has hints of Knockout City too, right? But it's not sports like, it's just you kill people and then that's the goal. Sorry. Probably the worst fucking way of saying. Worst way of explaining. But
you could also argue too that this game is also a clone of another one of Ghostwell's favorite games, Fortnite Imposters Mode, which is also a clone Among Us.
All right.
no, seriously, like that's actually the real truth. It's not even a joke. That's actually what it fucking feels like.
I don't like that game.
I don't like Among Us.
At least I'm not obsessed with weeaboo anime girls.
What?
Dude, the fact that you bought a game, bought a t-shirt, have a fucking, probably a lanyard with stickers of Doki Doki Literature Club, dude, you can simmer down. All right?
I only have a physical copy in my hand and then the 3 shirts.
It's a problem. Dude, you have the songs downloaded to your phone.
And that.
You have a problem. Do not immediately accuse me of liking something that I do not.
That's the best part of the joke. Moving on. They did also announce another Star Ocean game, Star Ocean The Divine Force. I'm just going to leave it there because I don't think any of you guys are into that series. I haven't played any of them, so I don't have any input to say on it. And they ended the show off with Little Devil Inside. Again, like I said, not much was here. It was just like a couple third-party games. Nothing that like was groundbreaking. But this was Sony that presented this. And looking at it, a lot of people rate this show as like a D or an F.
This show?
What I just described was that show.
No. Our show's like an S.
Yeah, GAHCast is like S plus tier for comedy, entertainment, and some, I guess, news.
S for shit tier.
And that too.
If we make one person laugh, it's a fucking miracle, dude.
True, we do. We now have Alpaca making shorts of the show that also shows the most cancerous parts of the entire show. Such as?
I'm not encouraging your anime enthusiast addiction over there.
Well, I don't watch any anime, it's just that...
That's a fucking lie.
I actually don't.
Yes, you do, you liar.
No, I actually swear, I actually don't watch anything.
That is some hot BS. He when he looks up, he's like, yo, I'm looking for... I'm pretty sure this man goes to a fucking dealer, he's like, I need you to hook me up with the good stuff. He's like, I got one photo of Monica naked. You're all set, man. He's like, oh, I've been fiending. I'm fiending.
But he's actually doing a favor for you.
What is he doing?
He's doing a favor for you by buying it.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I can flip you off too.
He also bought you
Double
the fingernail caps.
fingernail cap. Fuck off.
All right. Anyways, let's just talk about Polygon. Not Polygon. How Vicarious Visions, who made the Tony Hawk Pro Skater remakes and stuff like that, got absorbed into Blizzard. They are officially absorbed by Blizzard. So Vicarious Visions is no longer their own studio. They are being absorbed into Blizzard.
They can't just leave things be.
So as you can see here,
they're moving on into the future though. You know, they're getting rid of the old shit that doesn't make any sense. Vicarious
Where's
Visions,
Sean Wright?
It's an old studio. He's an old fart. He should be
Where's Sean White, Pro Skater? That's what I wonder.
He's an old fart, and they shouldn't make any more remakes.
No, fucking Sean White is young, dude.
I know, but that's an old franchise and an old game.
I don't know. I still love their game.
I know, but that means you'd have to own an Xbox 360, though.
No. I just have it emulated on my PC. Yeah, OG.
It should have been left in the shovelware bin.
You should have been left in the oven.
all right. Well, anyways, besides
See what I'm getting at?
besides
I hate
killing each other, so pretty much, Activision Blizzard informed Vicarious Visions that the studio will lose its name as part of the ongoing merger with Blizzard Entertainment. So pretty much, Vicarious Visions will be no more. The studio that famous studio that made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, that remake, no more. They're not gonna make that studio's not gonna make a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 6. They're done.
I mean, it's an old series, so it's fine. It should be shovelware bin. So
Not all. That's a good series. It's not a bad series.
I know, but
I'm gonna leave you in the
it's
fucking.
not. It's not what made us. It's not what made us love video games, right?
Probably some gamers did. Some gamers probably loved it.
I know, but don't revive dead series that nobody remembers, right?
I remember that one.
Yeah, you do.
One person out of how many?
I remember. If I were to get a good chunk of the skate community, I'm pretty sure all of them said, "Yo, I grew up playing Sean White, or I grew up playing Tony Hawk, or Skate 3."
True.
Like, there's going to be a good majority of gamers who are going to remember that.
I mean, not gonna lie, I actually do have in my collection here for my Dreamcast, by the way.
Oh look, 2 people.
And that 2 right there, that's how many people actually know the series. Just kidding. Alright, anyways. Goddamn. Ghost! Please enable your camera so I can be under your name. Cause you took this personally, thank you. You do realize that when you disable your camera, you go over to, like, my name. You took that personally, please. Just screw over the layout. It isn't musical chairs. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Here's what you should do. You should make it
No! Why did I do
it
this?
automatically defaults to you. Like, he's the one who's usually gonna drop out most of the time, so just make it so he's the one furthest to the one that drops out.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry. Alright, well,
Get fucked, lol.
Why are we playing musical chairs? Come on. Ghostweller, enable your camera, please. Thank you.
no, you get the fuck to land.
Are we really doing this now? This is freaking musical chairs.
I'll
Now,
do this all day.
now I'm on pack. Now I'm ghost. This is personal. Come on. And now ghost to your alpaca. Alpaca, enable your video.
There we go.
Alpaca, please enable your video.
This
this makes sense. So,
Thank you. Okay.
the fuck happened?
So, guys, what do you think of Vicarious Visions, who pretty much revived the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series being gone? Guys?
Alright.
What the fuck's
Yeah.
happening to your webcam, Alpaca?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Nothing that you know.
Ghost, thoughts?
Yeah, I'll give you a piece of my mind.
Really? You muted your microphone? You muted your microphone. Alpaca's turning his camera off, so now I'm you, which means this is personal. I'm triggered by all these Monica Fortnite jokes. And now Alpaca, so... Why are we doing musical chairs? This is horrible.
This
Stop.
is the most scuffed episode.
Stop with the musical chairs.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Motherfucker.
Goes forward. Thoughts on this topic without muting your mic.
Testing. Testing.
Okay.
Okay. Enough of this.
Myself too, which was a good part.
Can you screw up the fucking recording from doing this?
Yes.
What if I go here? Oh damn! I wanted to take your spot.
Because you do realize that when you kick me out, you pretty much practically leave blank slots within the entire freaking recording.
Good, you can just edit us in.
No, fuck that. Anyways, thoughts? Please, I need your thoughts on the topic. Enough of jackassing around.
I mean,
Yeah, enough
I have to deal with. Okay.
around.
Ghostweller, can I ban you from the podcast, please?
No. You will never. So my thoughts about Blizzard, I guess now owning Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and all the other games that.
No, it's not the series because Activision Blizzard is part of the same
Well, no,
series.
it's brand, but
It's the studio.
so-
It's absorbing the studio.
Right. So that being said, I guess now it leaves. Does that mean that Blizzard will eventually renew Shaun White, and will they eventually renew Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Or
There's
what?
more questions than there is, answers. And as a gamer myself, I do love the series. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like,
Why would they preserve it?
Well, what makes it worse is that Activision Blizzard themselves have been funneling every single development team they own towards one series.
Which is?
Take a guess.
Call of Duty.
Alpaca got it right. Like Toys for
Call
Bob.
of Duty.
Like Toys for Bob, who also did a lot
Call
of...
of Duty.
Well,
Like-
Jordan, just because of a shit show.
Like Toys for Bob, who did the revitalization of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. They got forced to making Call of Duty stuff now.
And that's why we have anime skins. Just kidding.
I didn't say it.
Alpaca said it.
But I didn't.
Well, at least I didn't, you know.
On what?
At least I didn't do a cancelable offense.
Cancel offense?
Oh, nothing.
But seriously, like, any thoughts on Tony Hawk Pro Skater Studio being absorbed besides...
Letting you know, you're gonna need to edit this a lot.
No, there's only
Lot
one
of
part I
cuts.
know I have to edit, but besides that...
A lot of cuts. No, I'm a little bit more edgy today.
Now you're a little bit more edgy, but you've been getting a little too cocky. Alright, I guess let's move on to the next topic.
I'm slowly getting revenge on you guys for the 15 plus episodes of just torture.
Alright, well, I guess we could just talk about the Oculus Game Day Connect event that happened, which details some new VR games.
Yeah,
And this,
I'm kind of looking forward to Blade Sorcery.
well, the thing is, they're all pertaining to you, because you're the only one that has an Oculus Quest 2, and I only have an Oculus Quest 1.
Ha, loser. The fucks. I hate you. What's this at?
So, the first game that we're going to talk about is the fact that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas will be in VR.
Hell yeah. Wait, San Andreas.
Yeah, they're going to do that in VR.
You're telling me I get to. You're telling me I got to chase the I just had a fucking stroke. I don't know what the hell just happened.
As you were saying.
So you're telling me I get to chase the train as CJ? I get to follow the damn train?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna cop that. You're telling me I get to shoot the shit out of Big Smoke in VR? Yup.
If you can figure out how to get the Quest 2 games to work with your computer, you'll probably be streaming these games.
Haha, I already do.
Well, you stream them through the Steam version, not from just the Quest itself.
No, I have the Oculus version. I have the Oculus app downloaded on my PC.
No, that's what I mean. You have to make sure that the Oculus, it's coming from the thing itself, because it's a native app. You have to download it to the headset itself.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
So we'll have to buy the Oculus VR version of San Andreas on the Oculus Quest's software instead of downloading it on the Steam version, because the Steam
So I just don't plug in the headset now, and I'll just buy it from the headset.
Yeah, you don't have to plug in your computer.
Yeah.
It's native to the headset.
Awesome. So it's complete fucking wireless.
Yep.
If only they did that with Medal of Honor, but missed opportunity there.
Right.
What is Medal of Honor if you speak of?
There's a Medal of Honor. What was it?
But it's a
Medal
dead
of Honor-
franchise.
Beyond, and it was like, so it was something Beyond. That's all I remember. The
I only know
VR game
the
was
new
really
stuff,
fun,
though.
but I had to be fucking wired.
I know, but I only know the new stuff, so.
I think it was called like Above and Beyond or something.
No, I play Warfighter on the PS3.
On the PS3.
I still have it in a
played
thing on
Call of
open
Duty on
copy that
DS. Shut your
I
fucking
step on every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, hey, you know what?
What?
I don't know.
I was gonna continue on with the fact that
I had a copy of it that I step on every once in a while, and I don't know if it's broken or not because I haven't opened it.
It's just shatters.
It probably is.
Cyberpunk that I run over daily. I don't know if it's broken or not.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Can I just continue the fucking news? Thank you.
No.
Vertical Games has continued their partnership with not Facebook but Oculus, and they're gonna we'll talk about something about that later. And they're partnering with them, but from 5 other games, including some from Deep Silver and others. So who knows? It seems like this could be a sign for like maybe Saints Row VR.
Saints Row VR.
I see Deep Silver. That's the first thing I think of. Or maybe Dead Island VR.
If they do Dead Island VR, you know, that shit your pants horrifying. I'm gonna buy it. Number 2, Saints Row VR. You're telling me I can run around with a dildo bag and just whack people upside the head in VR? God, that's one step closer to real life. All I need to do is now just snort a line of coke and I'll just go outside with a dildo bat. Yo, who wants to get slapped who wants to get fucking slapped into scrambled eggs with a giant dildo bat? I know I do.
Right. Beat Saber gets more DLC. Nothing to worry about that. There's population.
Oh, wait. No. Wait, what songs?
Well, they have a clip here that just teasing the song. I'm not going to play it because I want to get this video copyright claimed, so...
Name the song.
I can't. It doesn't even show it. All it says is that at Beat Games, they kept it fresh throughout 2021 with 4 free updates to the original soundtrack and download packs from Skrillex, Billie Eilish, and more. They say that we got an amazing lineup of artists for 2022 and one big surprise before the end of the year. And if that's not enough to tease, check out the short clip below. So they didn't even tell us what it is in this article.
Damn it! I wish I knew.
You have to actually go to the article that I provided in the chat, in the moderator chat, and see watch the video.
If only they provided Metallica song.
Oh wait, is it?
I mean, think about it this way.
Look now.
Alpaca would love it if this game had a Baby Metal Cross Metallica pack for this game. Be brilliant. Alright, anyway, moving on. Population 1. They show off more about this, and that it's a VR battle royale, and they're adding like more updates to the game and everything like that, and they're adding a double XP on Saturday and Sunday, which would be today and tomorrow, as of this recording. And it looks like the last game they showed was the one I think our good friend Ghostweather Game is the most excited for. Blade and Sorcery Nomad. It's going to be exclusive to Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for that. I do not know what... So, is this a different game entirely? Or is it just wireless Blade and Sorcery? Server deafened.
Let's see. There's a click to learn more button here at the end of this article here. So
you guys.
Ghostweller would rather
like
like Population 1 because that's the amount of people he gets on his live streams usually. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I think my fucking keybinds are broken. I fucking my mute because my fucking cat something. 1 second, here he goes again.
Alright, so it looks like it's just like it's kind of like a standalone VR version, like a standalone version for like the Quest 2, so you can just play it wirelessly without any wires.
If it is a wireless version, then I don't really see a reason on getting it again. If it does have like, you know, new weapons, new arenas, new stuff, then yeah, sure. I guess.
It describes it here. Blade Sorcerer Nomad from Warthog, a brand new separate standalone version of the hit PC VR sandbox combat game. So something tells me it could just be an Oculus Quest 2 version of the game.
If it is, I don't really see a reason to get it.
I see. But yeah, this seems like a pretty cool collection of games. I know Ghostwire for sure will definitely be checking out Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in VR.
Yep.
In addition to the trilogy that is getting remastered coming out pretty soon.
I am hopefully going to buy the remaster, and I don't see a hair tie. Awesome.
Right. All right, then. Let's move on to the next article, then, because I'm just feeling that today. We're getting close to the end of the... Oh, actually getting close to halfway of the articles. I'm impressed. Cool. The Chronicles. Link. I don't know if I'm saying this out loud because this is probably going to be shorted in like 5 seconds. I did not want that in a second window. No, we don't need that. Get out. No, I don't want that. Ah, great. This is going to be some weird thing here. All right. Whatever. I need to copy paste now. Whatever. Talk amongst yourself while I get this copy and pasted. Or not. Okay. Welcome to GAHCast, the show where once one of the hosts comes in, it just becomes an uncooperative mess. Anyways, here we are. Sony has formed the PlayStation PC label for its PC games push. So pretty much the story of this is that a user noticed that on the Steam page, their publisher switched to PlayStation PC LLC from the previous PlayStation Mobile label.
Right.
So in fact, for you guys, if you go to Days Gone, you'd probably know that the publisher might be that.
It is.
So this is interesting because it's making it seem like Sony is furthering its push into PC more and more, and that the timing of their games are getting faster and faster.
I hope so. I hope that they integrate like a little bit more. Like Last of Us would be a perfect game on PC. Like it's like the game already has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful graphics. Very, very well story driven. If they were to make that just with PC with, 4K resolution, HDR, ray tracing, all that other crazy stuff, I feel like it would just complete it. PS5 does have it, don't get me wrong. It's just on PC it allows a lot more people to play The Last of Us. And even with Spider-Man, I would love to see Spider-Man in 4K on my monitors, I would love to play it on PC.
Says the person who streams at 720p, 60 frames per second.
I do, but that's not my choice. I gotta find something to bump up the resolution. I don't know if I could or not. So
that requires getting a more powerful GPU and RAM.
No, I don't know if my internet can handle it. So
that too. Alpaca, do you have any other thoughts on this topic? Of
penis.
That too. But seriously, do you have any thoughts on this subject besides what Ghost has said?
So, I like the idea of Sony not just being like, it's us or them, and you can't have anything from us. So, because like when they were with crossplay, they even forced Epic Games to close off crossplay for Fortnite, which You know, I mean, you know, it's their right, but their ideology of just being us or them, I guess, not just like we can have our games on other platforms. Well, usually just on PC. Um, I'm happy about that, at least.
Right. Now, some people are speculating this naming could be a push towards Sony potentially doing their own launcher and just having their games off of Steam.
That'd be nice. You're telling me I get to play Spider-Man and all those other crazy games on PC? Yeah, sign me up.
Now, this would be similar to like doing Epic Games mode or Ubisoft mode where all their future releases won't be on Steam. They'd be on their own launcher.
Which is fine, as long as they're on PC.
Yeah, that I feel the same way. As long as it's, I mean, then again, Ubisoft's fucking launchers suck sometimes. I can't verify Far Cry 3 sometimes. Which pisses me the fuck because I'm trying to play any of their games and they're saying I'm a filthy fucking pirate or something. So it's like, god damn.
You kind of are, matey.
Sea shanties on the go.
Boss is a
Sea
pirate.
shanties on the go. Get the fucking me.
I mean, with Jason, you kind of just turn into like this fucking super pompous warrior. Fucking
Super pompous warrior.
I belong on Rook Island or whatever type of guy. It's my destiny type of guy. And either he slits his girlfriend and the rest of his surviving friends' throats and gets killed while having sex with Citra, or fucking lets them go and Citra dies by getting stabbed by one of her love interests. Whatever.
Right.
Actually, I think it was Dennis who had the crush on, not the other way around.
Right. Yeah, so I think overall, I mean, seeing Sony be pushing towards PC is a rather interesting move. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've seen this move happen, but to see them really accelerate is what's making this more interesting. Like, are we going to see soon enough they're going to start pulling off a Microsoft and start putting their games day and date on PC? It's like, when the next Spider-Man comes out, would it come out the same day on PC? Who knows?
It would make the PS VR exclusives not so exclusives, and same thing with PlayStation exclusives. It would make them not much more exclusives, but it gives them a lot more wider of an audience, which is something that I'm very proud of. So, like, if I have a PSVR game, like, I don't know, I don't know any PSVR games right off the bat of my mind.
Beat Saber, Gorn, Blade Source. No,
that's a good one. No, if I have Gorn on my PS4, and I haven't deleted it. If I were to be able to sign into that launcher and sign into my account, I would be able to play it from my PC, which would be sick. I would love that.
Right. Okay, so I think at this point we can move on to the next topic, and this one I think is going to be a bit of a funny one in the middle of this. Roblox says its extra long outage can't be blamed on Chipotle.
Well,
I know, I was thinking the same thing. How the fuck does Chipotle destroy Roblox's servers?
you get one sponsor and everything goes to shit.
Exactly.
So pretty much at this point, what's happened is that ever since October 28th at 7 p.m. our time, Roblox servers have been not operating. So the servers... Yeah, so Roblox has been down for 2 days.
Got fucked.
And they're thinking that part of the reason... Some people are speculating the reasons why Roblox has been shut down, because there actually has been a promo offer as a total of $1 million in free Chipotle burritos to players as part of a Halloween event, which could have spiked activity in Roblox.
You seriously think that there are Roblox players that are like, "Ooh, I want to go to Chipotle"? No, they want a fucking Happy Meal and a side of fries with a milkshake. No, they don't want Chipotle. They don't know what it is.
More than likely, that's true.
They're attracted to shiny things and magic tricks. You seriously think that they're gonna know what Chipotle is?
Unless you're one of those
think with,
hyper millennial parents that like Chipotle and urge their kids to go there get the Happy Meal over there.
Yeah, that's probably.
They have Happy Meals at Chipotle.
They do have kids meals.
I don't.
Cool,
Yeah,
they're poisoning their kids and the adults. Well, they're sticking with the fucking branding.
Well, so the thing is that, it says that they're making progress on the outage.
Making progress furthering the outage or fixing it?
And yeah, that's the thing is that they don't say that they're fixing it. They said they're still making progress on it. It wasn't. So it says we know that this outage was not related to any specific experiences or partnerships on the platform. But the thing is that people are assuming that when like fucking 40 million children are playing this game daily, that all of a sudden people are just gonna go straight to Chipotle and then try to get that free $1 million deal or whatever.
No wonder I've been getting better at Warzone. Just a bunch of children roaming around.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, like who knows? Like who knows? But
Wait.
who knows what the fuck?
Even better,
happens.
even better. All the servers get one ad at the exact same time, and they just all go down.
Right. I hear though. It's like the chaotic evil would say. Like, I remember you were talking about like, is this progress towards making the situation worse or progress towards making the thing better? And I'm like, well, if you're the chaotic evil, you'd be thinking, I want this thing to be worse and just cause chaos. If you're like more like neutral or good, you'd be like, I need this thing fixed ASAP and hope that the players don't, cause a revolution. So now it goes well.
It's like, yes, children, come to father.
You know what's funny in this article? Failures like this. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat.
No, they're just talking to me. Just failures like this. I'm like, well, shit, what did I do?
Could easily anger kids and their families that spend much of their time in Roblox's virtual universe.
Woohoo!
But it's just like, I mean, what?
That's me.
So you're saying you should stream Roblox on your Twitch in the future?
No, I anger parents and children alike.
I see. But yeah, like I thought this was a funny situation because I'm just looking at like Chipotle causing damage to Roblox. This will be a funny discussion for the three of us.
How, like, imagine that they all, like, put up a $1 burrito ad all at the same time for every fucking server. Dude, that would have crashed the game so quickly.
That would have been funny, though. Is like, but what the fuck happened to splash screens? I don't know. Or having a little advertisement on the side that says, "Oh, by the way, they want to draw attention to
You
us."
go to a speed running course and it just hits you with an ad mid jump.
Yeah, that would be funny. Except I remember watching my nephew playing Roblox, and
I'm sorry.
it's not like the one I remember when I was a child,
Yeah, I know. Same.
and I don't know what the fuck happens.
I don't know, man. We grew up.
Is the PC version just different? Like, is it a legacy version, or versus the new one? Anyway,
I don't know. I never even touched Roblox.
When Alpaca and I were kids, yeah, we did. But now it's like
well, now I don't even know. I don't even recognize it.
Everything we grew up with, dude, fucking changed. Minecraft changed.
Well,
Roblox changed.
well, that's what happens with everything, though. But
But it changed for the worse. Minecraft
Pokemon changed.
Well,
No.
not really. I mean, it got really.
It just got prettier.
Where
Well, prettier, I say in quotes, depending on how you view Sword and Shield's graphics.
yeah, no, I didn't really like Sword and Shield's graphics. They're way too different for me. Like they were supposed to be capturing the anime, but they also didn't.
Have you seen more of Legend Arceus's gameplay? Like that looks pretty good.
I don't know. It feels like they're trying to be like ever since Gen 6 when they made the 3D models of the characters a lot more like
Cell shaded.
cell shaded and taller. Yeah, no. Ever since Gen 6, I think it kind of just they kind of lost
Well,
the sprite artwork.
It's
I know
funny.
they're trying to make it and all that, but ugh.
Have you seen any of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearls gameplay?
I'm sorry.
Have you seen any of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearls gameplay?
Did I miss something, or was that?
Have you seen any gameplay from Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond?
No, not really. But
Check that out because they literally make that like faithful recreation of Diamond and Pearl. Like it's actually faithful. They have like the chibi models and everything.
oh, nice. Yeah.
It's still 3D.
Like
It's just
gotcha characters.
yeah,
Like gotcha life shit.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, go take a look at that gameplay because it looks like an older school Pokemon game, just with it's just 3D instead of pixels.
Yeah.
Anyways, our next topic for today is the fact that Microsoft they're starting to make Twitch integration easier on Xbox. So if any of you remember back in the day when they used to have when they used to do Mixer.
Yes, I knew that they were going to do something. I knew that when Mixer got kicked out, I knew that Twitch would have maybe kicked in.
Well,
it wasn't until a lot longer.
Yeah, so what happened was that it was actually Facebook Gaming that kind of took that slot originally.
Yeah.
And now you have another option. That's they're integrating Twitch in that whole streaming stuff that Xbox has.
God, now, man, the fucking competition now, dude.
So you could pretty much just, when you stream on your Xbox, you could just pick, do you want to stream on Facebook Gaming or do I stream on Twitch?
Now I'm gonna have to fucking deal with squeaker squads. Like, I'm gonna have to, oh god. It doesn't make my job any easier.
Welcome to GAHCast, the show where one of the hosts hates children.
I do. They're gremlins, dude.
Yeah, and you're...
stream because I'm bored and let me make a fucking Twitch account and take up all the Twitch.
No, that's the thing is on Twitch you can't be under 13 to make an account, right?
Yeah, but here's a bunch of children faking their fucking IDs.
I know, that's the thing though. Like I actually have a problem with this too. Like I remember like fucking my nephew was doing this and it was like really fucking annoying because I was telling him, you know, you have to be kind of a teenager to do this, to actually like legitimately do this, and he says, oh, I want to be a big famous fucking YouTuber and a Twitch streamer or something. I was like, this is not the way to do it, because like just like that one kid who made his account and he just got like it what the fuck was it? It was one of the Twitch streamers and they fucking did that. It's like then they had to get their count reset because they changed their age back to the official age that they had it at.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
It's not that, but not only that, if you fake your age and you actually become big, and if you get big enough to have a Twitch partnership, Twitch is going to review you. They're going to look at things and go, is that kosher?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say too that what they did here is that to use the new Twitch streaming feature, you just need to navigate the capture and share tab and choose live streaming. link your Twitch account using a mobile device or console settings, then hit the Go Live Now button and to start streaming gameplay. This feature only streams gameplay, so viewers will see a pause screen if the viewer navigates to home or another app.
Right, now I'm gonna have to fucking deal with a lot more children on the app.
Yeah, so in other words...
That's the only thing I don't like. That's the only, like... I get why they're doing it. For streamers that want to stream from console and from, you know, other people wanting to do this. But it spreads a much bigger... It's now giving more people more accounts.
You know what? Not gonna lie. This actually might make me consider maybe playing one of the games in my backlog for a potential Twitch stream someday.
And that's fine. It's just now there's going to be a lot more kids with accounts.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like with it. Same thing with PS4. If PS4, if they only had Facebook gaming and if they stuck with Mixer, I would be happy. But now we're getting a lot more children on the app. It's not that I
just
hate
making it way too accessible for
it's exactly what Alpaca said. It's way too accessible. There's going to be a lot more accounts. There's going to be a lot more people streaming, whether they take it as a hobby or seriously. There's a lot of things to account for, and not all the streams are just, hey, E for everyone. I can confirm that my streams are 100% fucking adult. So it's incredibly tough having a bunch of kids go on, you know. I would never in my life, I would never want my kid to watch my streams right now. Ever. And now that they're adding it to be a little bit more accessible and, you know, that kids can make accounts and that kids can stream, that's a lot of exposure. That's a lot. I would never.
Right.
Like, just imagine a kid fucking thinking he can be a big shot streaming, and
like
then...
one troller will fuck up your life if you're a kid streaming.
Yeah. If you,
Go ahead.
You know.
Go ahead.
I was just raising my hand because when I said one troll can screw over someone's life, I'm like, look, raising my hand, I'm like, I'm your biggest troll.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna name him. Not in this episode. Not in forever. There was a person that decided to, like, start putting my phone number in chat. Who put my IP address in chat? Yeah, it was fun. I banned him.
Oh my
I don't know if
god!
it'll come back, but yeah.
And I thought
it takes. Oh, even rating. If someone decides to, hey, I'm gonna call the feds on a streamer and they're gonna come busting in my house, that's an issue. And if you're a child, you react wrong once. That's bad news.
Yeah.
It's bad news for your parents. It's bad news for the children. It's bad news all around.
How many fucking children just say all their fucking names, or just, you know, say their name, say their fucking address, like, or say fucking, oh yeah, call my phone number. Yeah, you want to join my chat? It could be some fucking person who's very malicious, you know?
I know, and that's the scariest thing is, like, don't get me wrong, Twitch is a pretty nice place when you work, but there's too many accounts. There's so many accounts. I'm like, there are younger kids, and this blows my mind. There are kids that are under 18 that are streaming and that are, you know, they could be 12, 11, 10 years old streaming, and they're, and like, all, like, they could be making accounts and all this other stuff, but they're now exposed to the good, bad, and ugly.
Right.
It's now no longer just Twitch is a nice place. It's now Twitch is a scary place.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a very scary place.
I was gonna
people don't take that seriously.
Yeah, I was just gonna make a joke about like how, like, man, I thought muting your voices on stream chats and like muting you on streams and on top and playing random songs that make your computer chug at 10 frames per second was bad. What you just described was worse.
No. Yeah. I've had my phone number leaked, and this was not the first time. This is, I think, the third time. It was leaked in someone else's chat, which I was gaming with, and then it was leaked in my own chat twice.
Did you change your number?
No.
I would suggest right now, like as soon as you can, get that number changed.
No. I don't think anyone really paid attention to it. I didn't get any calls or texts. But it was leaked in chat, and I'm like, oh boy, this is fun.
Yeah, maybe at some point you might want to do it as a safety precaution, just so that way you don't get those annoying scumbags in your life. Anyways, I think that's all we have to say about that topic. So let's move on to Intel 12th gen CPUs.
All right.
We're talking about Alder Lake.
All right.
Alpaca might have a kick with this one because it's actually a little more technical, but who knows? So they're saying how these chips are going to be pretty damn amazing. So the idea behind them is that they feature both performance cores and efficient cores on a single die, which give you chips that can be really powerful and more power conscious. So in other words, they're going to be chips that they're going to have individual cores in these processors that are going to be like meant for like extreme power and like high performance, and then there are going to be some cores in the background that are like power efficiency cores. And
right,
what they're saying here is they're saying that comparing to their 11th gen CPUs, these new ones are 19% faster. And they score twice as fast in the Adobe After Effects benchmark. When it comes to multi-threaded performance, which is task built specifically for more than one core, like video and 3D rendering, that's us. The company claimed that the top-end i9 1290K is 50% faster than last year's 1190K, while using less power. And yeah, it does this with like a quarter of the power. And also they're saying that Intel 12th gen core chips can fit up to 16 cores on the i9 12900K, which is a combination of 8 P cores and 8 E cores. Remember, the P is power and E is efficient, with a total of 24 process threads. Because they're saying that every P core counts as double since they support hyperthreading. So the P cores have hyperthreading, but the E cores don't. And they actually worked with Microsoft to prioritize certain tasks for certain cores. So that way you don't have to manually assign like which task you want to go to each core. But yeah, any thoughts on this? It seems like these are pretty capable chips.
I don't know, like, keeping up with computers nowadays is incredibly hard because now that we know that these chips are coming out, it's when are they going to become scalped? When are they going to be overpriced? We're waiting.
I know that feeling because I remember it was a bitch to get a PS5 and Xbox Series X.
I can't even get a mini fridge, so it's great.
Right, because I'm sure you saw that mini fridge on their episode 14, and you were like, I want that fridge. I want that fridge. Good news for you, they are going to restock them in December, so keep an eye on that.
Oh, December. That's great. I'll just buy a fucking regular mini fridge. Okay.
Alright, but yeah, besides that, I mean, these chips seem... Besides the fact that this is something that, you know, is like going to get scalped, the way these things perform are interesting. Like the idea that, you know, you can get like 50% more power considering the last gen chip. And I have a freaking 6th gen i7 in my thing, so having the i9 with that peak of performance would be a massive performance gain. Massive. To the point that we won't have audio issues on the stupid show. Because my CPU is really outdated for this stuff. And AC goes in that corner, he's like, yep. Okay. Alpaca, any thoughts on this chip?
Well, as long as it's not a waste of sand, like before, love the 11th gen, except for like the mid-tier stuff, like the 6-core shit. As long as it's not a fucking waste of sand, you know? Having 8-core 16-thread as your i9 or Ryzen 9 equivalent flagship, or fucking anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I know it's different from 12th gen, but holy shit, what if they fuck up something again like that? Like, they really need to succeed in order to, like, actually be something, one, I would purchase, but two, like, something that you could recommend as a thing, instead of it just being a niche product. And also, when it comes to the new things, like, prioritized cores, I don't know. Okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because the article does...
cool, but,
yeah.
you know, I mean, I don't want something to get, you know, misaligned and then all of a sudden my game is running like shit because it's using background task cores, like, you know, or, you know, background task threads or whatever. Like, holy shit, that would be terrible. But yeah, I hope they work with Microsoft to make sure, like, 1.10, 8, and 11, you know, with the OS, that also is a problem, I feel.
Yeah.
Having like, multiple, like, what if you want run a 12th gen on Windows 7 still? Or even, like, try to go back and, you know, go back on, like, a VM and, like, have older generations of Windows products. How would that affect anything, you know? I'm just terrified with that. What if we, you know?
Yeah,
I understand, like, those OSs are not something you'd want back to, and, like, you know, a childhood game or something, but, I mean, fuck, you know? You wouldn't use it all the time, but, yeah, it'd be nice to go back to, but if your cores are, like, making everything run terrible, like, how, you can't run Doom or certain, like Halo, I think, on, you know, modern PCs because they're 32-bit systems, and if you run even fucking GTA 5, if you run it above 60, there's a mission at the very beginning of the game where the car will get jostled by the physics because the FPS is too high, and you'll fail the mission instantly as you're walking away from what happened, you know?
Right.
So, fucking Christ, you know, imagine something 10 times worse than that. Now you have to, like, literally turn off certain cores.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, these are, like, because these are so differently designed compared to other chips, it's hard to really gauge, like, what they're exactly going for here.
Yeah, but that's my only complaint. It's like, how does this affect older software, operating systems, and all that other stuff if people have to go back to certain things, you know, or have to run compatibility mode to play other games or something, you know?
Yeah.
Even older software to, like, you know.
Right. Alright, so our next topic.
Oh, hey, before we do go off, what if this is a ploy to force people to go through Windows 11? I don't know, just conspirative bullshit, but, like, what if Windows 10 runs like garbage on the 12th gen? Or something like that. You have to upgrade to Windows 11 because they only designed for Windows 11. I don't know.
Right.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Right.
I would never go to Intel if after that.
Right. So, everyone want to take a guess what Facebook's new name actually is before we actually tell what it is?
Book.
No.
Virgo.
It's not Virgo, and it's not Virgin either. Although I wish it was. And it's not Skinny Penis 69 either. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce, or maybe not,
Boomer.
that's actually a funnier name, but no, unfortunately. Ladies and gents, Facebook changed its name to Meta.
Yep. Meta. Fucking meta. So I understand. Like I made a joke in the last episode where it was 12th gen. No. Sorry. What the fuck am I saying?
You've got it.
So, meta, of all the damn things that they fucking changed to its meta, and we were making jokes about what it could be, and they just went off and said, "Oh yeah, it's just called meta," you know, and it's like, we're coming up with all these jokes, and they're trying to appeal to the metaverse, which is just sitting on your ass in VR all day and in the virtual world all day, not doing anything for society, and you know, what?
Yep. Welcome to Meta. I don't know why we named it Meta. It's just now Meta. Like, what was Zuckerberg's move there?
Well, the thing is, it's the parent company that's called Meta, not actually Facebook social media. But that doesn't change the fact that this is a shitty decision.
Right.
Facebook is going to be called Meta, though.
Yeah, the Facebook company.
Company, not the website.
Yeah, the website will stay as Facebook as a social media, but Facebook Group Inc. or whatever the fuck it's called, LLC, whatever.
I
Is
wish they could just like take down Facebook.
yeah.
So you're saying you wish Facebook never bought Oculus?
I wish Facebook didn't exist. I wish Oculus was a headset on its own.
All right, but anyways, yeah. So pretty much what the metaverse is pretty much welcome to VR chat.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, yay, I guess. Good for you, but you wouldn't last in China
Right.
with your social score.
In fact, quite a number of people have made, memed this entire thing already. And I just want to take a few seconds to take a look at the memes and see if we can get a slight little giggle out of this. First one we're looking at is something that the Animaniacs did. And they comment.
Oh my god. Yes.
So the Animaniacs Twitter commented, "We did a meta first." And they said immediately after the name was announced, Twitter account for the reboot of the Animaniacs, quoting the line in its theme song that proclaims, "We did meta first." It's true.
That was just funny. And it was clever because I was like, well, I mean, yes, but I mean,
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong. I just thought that was clever because holy shit, wow. Get fucking roasted, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, here's my favorite name for it. It's called a Boomer.
Right.
Just fucking Boomer.
Yep. And then another user on Twitter also made another remark saying, "Honest to God, thought this was satire. Honest to God, this is the kind of pseudonym they give tech companies in Hallmark movies because it's so ridiculously fake."
What I was fucking saying before. Also, they sound like a fucking Skynet villain.
We are Meta.
They sound like fucking Skynet because they can't make up their own fucking clever brand.
No,
I was more clever when I did my parody. You want to fucking see my parody? You want to
If
fucking?
they were to say, if they fucking said beta, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. We're not gonna have alpha beta
You want to see my fucking
as that.
parody of this? Where did I save it to? Give me 1 second.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, it's literally. Fuck's sake. All right, so it is
Like,
here.
I got a lot of questions.
So in the last episode, I said that they should rename themselves the Virgins. That's the Virgo astro sign, and then TA because, you know, META. You know, they see like the M and the E and the Virgo sign. Even I was fucking clever enough. Meta just sounds like a fucking off-brand supervillain from The Exterminator. I don't know.
We are meta.
We are emos. We sit in our dark-ass fucking room, buds.
Right.
Yes.
Another user, meanwhile, posted.
Not you, I'm sorry.
Right. I was gonna say another user on this article here, meanwhile, posted that some Simpson related meme where they're like Malibu Stacy with new hat, and it showed like the picture of the figure or whatever, and another guy responded, "So meta, okay, everybody? Yeah, you know it's good." You'd have to probably see the reference to
Sounds
that.
like a phone company in a movie that doesn't want to be a phone company.
Right.
It's like, yeah, what kind of phone you got? Oh yeah, no, I got the new Meta. It's great. Meta 16. You know what? It treats me well. I know, I love the cell reception.
Wait till you see the
Really
Meta
shitty.
VR headsets. Oh man, you're gonna get a kick out of that one.
Yeah, guess what? It's not the Oculus Quest anymore. It's not the Oculus Quest anymore, by the way. You're getting Facebook technology.
I think this is worse than when TikTok became a thing.
And then Vine died.
And Vine just went in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then the next guy was like, ha 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 ha, gasp for breath, Meta, some stupid laugh like that. And then another person was like, Facebook, building the metaverse is going to take a level of creativity we've never seen before. Also Facebook, our new name is Meta.
Lies.
Also, Facebook, we have creativity.
This is just... Oh, God.
Another guy was like, overheard, but what's the meta for? And then the other guy, he was like, he took Mark Zuckerberg's picture, and then he put like a freaking like one of like weird like nose and like mustache and like thick eyebrows and stuff like that with glasses on when you put Meta up. And then another guy, Wendy's did a thing too. Wendy said,
Wendy's nuts hit your balls.
Wendy says changing name to Meat.
I mean, at least they're not, you know, at least they're not like deprecating themselves as far as like not include the cheese.
And Baconator fries.
Baconator fries.
Because Ghostwiller, last episode, I actually had some Baconator fries, but they forgot to put the cheese in them. So I just had French fries with fused strips with bacon on, and that's it.
Meat. That's fucking stupid.
Such a dumb fucking thing.
If it was a
Honestly.
dating site, it would be called Mate.
Oh, and there's some acronyms that were being made about this. Some people made roasts about like Meta, Mark evading true accountability, or one guy.
Mark evading true accountability. That's pretty good.
Another one was like Mark evading tax accountability, which is like the same thing.
Mark evading tax evasion.
He'd be best friends with Yoshi.
Yoshi.
You don't know the meme about Yoshi evading his taxes?
No, I don't.
Look it up.
I
Anyway,
know about Mario the plumber never fixed a pipe in his life.
I know about Yoshi getting the bitter end of the stick and getting like
Fucking shot.
shot downwards into a bottomless pit.
Why do we think of the same thing, Alpaca?
Because
Yeah, where it's just Yoshi dragging.
alright.
Mario had to put him down. Mario goes in a downward spiral.
he down B'd when it should have up B'd in Smash.
And then this one guy, he did this. Yesterday, upon the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. I wish he'd go away.
Who?
Don't know, but if you saw the pun,
I got it.
nah.
He met a man.
And another guy was like,
Oh. I don't know.
another guy
That's
says,
clever, but not funny.
another guy was like,
Right.
Facebook is the new Radio Shack. Remember when it rebranded itself the Shack? That worked out well.
I get what you're. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I love it.
That's Martin J. McMahon. You can follow him on Twitter.
Not that I'm going to.
Another user said, because they're after your metadata, of course. Anyways, and then other people put up their name ideas. I think these are the funnier ones. Was low key hoping for Bookface. Another person said Sucker Book would be quite appropriate as well. Another person says Meta, it should just go all the way and just call it narcissism. Another person said,
Yeah, certainly.
and then the last another person said the aristocrats was right there. And then another person had put, I have a better name, and he posts a gif of Evil Corp.
I know what you're talking about. Is it the one where it's obviously a supervillain?
Yep.
Yep. Obviously,
Fucking evil
supervillain's lair.
Yep.
Brand or whatever. It's like
And-
going to the Life Foundation, the Geneva Convention. Except the opposite.
And then more people comment like what's in a name, and that people are just know that this is still the same company. And one person's like, yeah, sure, this was the issue with Facebook. The next person said, the problem is not what Facebook is called. The problem is what Facebook Meta is. True. Another person said, so don't fix the problems, just change the name and move on.
It's what everyone does in Windows Protection. Sorry.
And the last thing we'll mention of these memes that we have in this collection in this article is feeling meta, and the person posts some picture of some show saying, detoxify our brand and we can go supersonic.
So, I get what they're saying is that, hey, let's rebrand because that name obviously tainted. We'll get away with it. They won't check our IDs or know who's behind it.
It's like entering a strip club when you're 12.
It's like if Activision renamed themselves to like consent gaming or something. I don't know.
It's like if Activision changed its name and they still make fucking Call of Duty.
Activision?
Yeah.
I wish Activision could go back and make Atari games again. God damn it. But yeah, and then we could get to the last topic that revolves around Meta. And if their retired Meta, which is now which is what used to be Facebook, is retiring the Oculus brand. So the headsets are no longer going to be Oculus Quest blank. It's going to be known as Meta Quest.
Oh,
It's going to be known as Meta Window.
So you can be meta by sitting on your ass in VR chat all day, waiting your meta rift. And also, by the way, imagine if they changed the actual, like, you have to buy the new VR headset or something.
Yeah, they discontinued the online services.
Yeah, but only because you were an early adopter. So.
Right. Anyway, so beginning in early 2022, the Oculus Quest will be known as the Meta Quest. Similarly, the Oculus app will be called the Meta Quest app. And they're saying that we all have a strong attachment to the Oculus brand, and this was a very difficult decision to make. While we're retiring the name, I can assure you that the original Oculus vision remains deeply embedded in how Meta will continue to drive mass adoption for VR today. And this is the part. This next paragraph is probably the biggest part of this entire article, especially for a certain person who likes to stream VR occasionally.
Yes.
As part of the rebranding, Meta is also backpedaling on its unpopular decision to acquire Facebook logins to use Oculus headsets. Bosworth said the company is working on new ways to allow people to log into the platform and that it'll roll out sometime next year. This is one of our highest priorities. This is one of our highest priority areas of work internally. Additionally, the name will filter to other products, including Facebook Portal. Moving forward, the company plans to call its smart display Meta Portal.
Imagine, locking a fully functioning VR headset behind a login that you own physically. It's not a software, so you can't just say, oh, you don't actually own it. It's a literal physical fucking object, and you have to log in to use it. I understand with Oculus OS and like having to log in to play the software or games, but for fuck's sake, what about the PC games that aren't on Oculus Quest that you can still use them through the VR, like Phasmophobia or something for like Ghostwaters case? Like, my ass, it's your priority. It's their highest priority. You could have changed this a long time ago and only required it for Oculus Quest OS games, or whatever the OS is like called, for like games that are specific to the Oculus Quest 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I just can't get behind that. You can't convince me that they have a sudden change of heart.
It's his highest priority.
Or that it's its highest priority, yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just corporate speak. Just looking at it, like they're probably just says, "It's just sometime next."
I know.
It's just sometime next year. We don't know when the fuck it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sometime. And I know when Ghostfather knows that update goes live, he's gonna be the most excited person on the freaking planet about it.
San Andreas VR.
Well, that, yes.
Right.
Maybe I get a sarcastic joke. Like, I don't know which is worse.
Right. Anything else you want to talk about? Meta, Oculus, anything of the sort before we move on?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't want to hear any more bad news.
Yeah, I don't want to be angry at Facebook or Meta or whatever, but
Oh no, I
Hey,
already
hey.
have reasons to be pissed at Facebook, and I already have reason to be pissed at Facebook and everything in between with Facebook. It's just like they're just.
Oh, hey, I have bad news for you.
Deeper fucking hole.
I believe Facebook is also negotiating with EA to buy the rights to the Skate franchise. They're going to make it exclusive to Oculus Quest 2.
Never mind, it can get worse.
JK, lol.
I hate
Baby Metal and Metallica are now joining forces and becoming Baby Metallica. JK lol.
By the way, Baby Metal and Metallica are splitting up. They're no longer one band.
I also hear that Green Day is doing the entire soundtrack for Skate 4, and that no other artist will be in the entire game.
Work 6. No,
Okay.
That's Blink 182. All right.
As long as it's Green Day.
All right.
As long as it's not like remix or anything.
What you mean? What? Huh?
Okay, we'll make it more specific. They're only going to do a remake of American Idiot, and that's the only song in that entire game. Done. Okay. Moving on.
Just turn off the music tab.
True.
He'll go into the folder music player and put it in like his obscure like pop music or whatever.
You gonna listen to pop music?
I don't know.
No.
Well, I thought you liked Hatsune Miku. What are you talking about?
No,
You
no.
heard my music, Alpaca.
Yeah, but when you were on the streams, like I remember there was this like poppy trash. I can't remember what it was, but it was like I didn't like it. It was just like no. And then it switched to like and all that shit.
It's just like I don't know. I get like I play Spotify's non-copyright playlist, and it's just so nice.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, you get recommended Moo Meadows.
I get recommended time I picture my leg. Dumb ugly broad.
Goes well then be recommended Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, don't know what Hatsune Miku is?
No.
Dude, don't give him more fuel to call you a weeaboo.
He really just digs himself a deeper hole. Because you know what Hatsune Miku is? He's probably has that downloaded on his phone. He's pulling it up right now. He's like, yo, dude, I listen to the soundtrack every day when I go to work.
I actually have only listened to a few songs, but not many. But
we got.
Oh, then again, explain.
We got a lot of Doki Doki songs.
Look at that poster right in the back corner there, beneath that Guns N' Roses poster.
Anime weeaboo bitch over there. Yep.
That's Hatsune Miku. It's that blue-haired girl. Alright, whatever.
What he jerks to when he's sad. When he's horny. When he's eating a bucket of ice cream.
Wait, let's just talk about Activision Blizzard and
Monica. It's just great. It's great.
Yeah, let's just talk about Activision Blizzard and how they ended their forced arbitration for harassment and discrimination claims.
The poster is stuck to the wall, but not with tags.
It's actually stuck with command strips.
Sure.
Command blocks. He has a command blocked to the fucking wall.
Yeah, Minecraft ... semen. And stick.
Alright, so, following months of
That's
pressure from
poster.
employees and workers, Activision Blizzard says it will no longer employ forced arbitration and sexual harassment and discrimination claims. CEO Bobby Kotick announced the policy change in a letter to employees the company shared on Thursday. Kotick said the publisher will also implement a new policy-wide zero-tolerance harassment policy. In the future, any employee who is found to have violated the rule will be fired immediately. Additionally, they'll forfeit any future compensation, including equity awards. So...
Sexual harassment is kind of already a zero policy in any fucking workplace.
Well, the issue was, do you remember the Activision Blizzard lawsuit that happened, started earlier this year, that we discussed about? Yeah. This is why. This is why this article exists.
Doesn't help the sexual harassment shit that's going on inside the fucking studio either.
I say additionally here, over the next 10 years, it will invest $250 million in programs that create opportunities in tech and gaming for underrepresented communities. Additionally, the company plans to hire more women and non-binary people. According to Kotick, approximately 23% of all employees at Activision Blizzard identify as part of these groups. And they want to increase that number to 50% to more than 1/3 across the entire company within the next 5 years. So, and he's also said that Activision Blizzard's board of directors reduced his total compensation to $62,500 per year until it feels like he has met the diversity and safety goals outlined above. So in other words, he literally was like, yo, cut my salary until this whole shit's done.
Just kidding, that's fake. Lol. Like literally.
But yeah,
I don't believe a word this guy says.
after that whole sad event we went through, it's like you don't know whether or not to trust him or not. You really don't.
Like, if he fucking, like, announced, or didn't even announce, but, you know, if he actually put money towards some sort of cause, instead of just saying, like, what was it? But
I should not comment on this.
why?
Because no matter what I say, it's going to come out wrong.
All right, we'll give you.
What I gotta say about it.
We'll
is,
give you. Here's how you can do it. Say your thing 3 times, and then we'll try to summarize all of it and see if we can explain it to the audience.
Sure.
I hope
and
you bleep a lot of this.
It'll be chopped out. Like the best version that you'll decide will be eventually put in to the final cut.
Okay, good. So you're telling me that this guy was like, yo, I'm gonna cut my salary. We're gonna hire 50% more women and non-binary gendered humans. All right. How does that affect everything that's going on in the long run? How does that affect anything? That doesn't... Cool, you're hiring people. Congratulations. Either one of 3 things are going to happen. One, the sexual assault shit is not gonna go away anytime soon just by hiring more females and cutting your salary. Sorry, but that shit's not gonna go away. You added a policy that's already a 0. You don't fucking rape someone in the workplace. Just saying. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have decent human nice guy syndrome over here. I don't give a shit. Don't rape people. That's another thing. If they're hiring more women, I really hope they're devoted to all the releases that Blizzard and Activision want to have. I really hope that's the way they're going. Or else we're going to get something looking like Vanguard.
Okay.
Just because they say that they're hiring doesn't necessarily mean that they have the background, and means that things are going to change.
Exactly. That's my kind of point of view, is that you can have more people who, by the stereotype, aren't rapists usually. And you can have people that, you know, show that you're being diverse by hiring more of that type of people. But that doesn't, but are those people skilled enough to to do what their company does, is make competent games that are fun and enjoyable, and yeah, you can make money through them, but they're not fucking, you know, disgustingly terrible and only rely on, you know, microtransactions, you know?
Right.
Or battle passes or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my point of view on it too, is that you can't just say, oh yes, we'll do this, and either not do it or do it lacklusterly and not have the right people. When you're hiring for a job, you don't hire for the person that's
You
literally,
don't hire for diversity.
yeah,
You
well,
hire for their skill set. You hire because they are equipped to handle the job.
yeah. Well, you don't hire because they're a woman or that, they
But that's
are
what they're doing. That's like, hey, we're gonna hire
exactly.
because they're women. Yeah. If you
Yeah,
didn't have women in the workplace, there would not be like sexual assault accusations.
Well, it probably would happen, but
yeah,
not to women who are more likely to speak out about it
yeah.
because of,
I agree with what you guys are saying here. Like Ghostwaller, you thought this was not going to come out right, but you actually said it right.
It's just like, I don't want to come off as sexist. Like, oh, girls can't do this job because they don't know shit about guns or they don't know shit. No, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
You are hiring for a skill set. You are hiring just because you say that you are like, hey, let's get 50% more quality. It shouldn't have to come to that. Why? What the fuck?
Yeah, you should have people that are skilled in that area but aren't also total fucking pieces of garbage.
Yeah.
If problems like this arise, number one is you have to speak out. That's that. And you have to be outright and honest. Not only with your audience, but whoever wants to fucking listen. Two, don't say, hey, we're gonna hire 50% more women. It doesn't, just because you're saying that you're gonna hire 50% more women, doesn't mean that they are equipped to handle the job or that they have the necessary skill set to do so. That brings us a question. Will this affect us in the long run? And are we going to get things looking like Vanguard all the time? If so, I'm not going to go back to playing Call of Duty. Looks like I'm sticking with Days Gone.
It's just that, if you were to hire, if you're going to hire more women, you got to hire more women that know how to develop games and, work under that pressure of a, high-ranking company like Activision, or, at least before.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's all I'm saying is that you can't just say one thing and it can't say something like
We're
that
definitely
and
gonna get
not.
a comment of the day. It's gonna be a fucking hate comment by a bunch of girls who are like, "Oh, you guys are being sexist." No, it's here's what
I'm not
we're all
trying to
thinking.
come off of as that.
And
I'm more
here's the thing: we are all like, we're all, everyone that is watching this, they're like, oh man, they're being sexist, they're being this, that, and that. It's not. If you are a employer, I know this from working at fucking news jobs, you can't just hire anyone like that. It's not about gender. It's about if they're able to handle it, and if they are equipped to handle it, and if they know, start to finish, and if they know what they're getting into. They can't hire because if they're like, hey, we're gonna hire because of gender, it doesn't necessarily, like, you can't do that. You can't just, you can't
That's
hire someone
discrimination in
because they are
itself.
females and because they have some background. You need people who are fully equipped all the way around and who can run those clocks, who can be underneath that pressure, who knows how to do the job the second they walk in to the second they walk out. You can't, you guys practically said, hey, we're gonna hire females. Do you know why? Because they're females. Girl power. Like, that's not the right thing to do either. That's like saying, hey, we're sorry for being rapists, but let's just hire more women so it happens more. That is so ass backwards. Oh, damn it. It's not the right thing. It's not the right thing.
And even if they were to hire more people, that not even just women, but in general anybody, does that mean that these people are going to abuse their status as are they gonna abuse it by like doing the same like frat culture bullshit that has happened before, only under a different, like
We're,
it's just it's different people, but they're the same type of people, and what
we
I'm saying is
are
like,
we're running with the timeline of we don't fucking know. That's it.
well,
We
yeah,
don't
but
know.
I'm just saying is like, even if you hire more women, and like even if you hire more women, like that doesn't exclude the fact that men get raped too, or that that type of shit happens too, or that it doesn't matter if that person is any bit of if they're a skilled like you know you know uh, game like developer, good on them. But if they're pieces of trash, like the people that caused this whole fiasco, or the people that let it slip or slide, that's all I'm saying. It's that you could have anybody, and as long as they're not pieces of shit either way around, it doesn't matter if they are women or anything. It's just if they're good people that won't pull this type of crap that has caused this lawsuit. It doesn't matter if, honestly,
And I guess just like finished off, it's a touchy subject, yes. Bite us in the ass? Maybe. I don't care. But like it's serious. It's real that like we're going to be harsh on Call of Duty for now. And that's just the way things are going to be.
Right.
I just hate Activision because I have to talk about this type of shit, and speak up about it, because either way it's gonna, they think that they're making amends that have what is it? They're making amends underneath a house of like wool,
Yeah.
I guess, or a house like they're making a straw man argument, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Is that they're saying if we have more women and women are less likely to rape people, then obviously we can avoid this controversy later on. That's, I mean, hey, yeah, maybe, but I don't think it's 100% always gonna be like that. But good luck with it, I guess. Can't
Right.
wait for the next lawsuit.
Right. Okay. I'm not gonna go much further, other than I never got a chance to say my thoughts on this, but I do think that there needs to be a fair middle ground between. You need a fair middle ground between talent and equity or equality. There needs to be a fine balance. If you're gonna go after all those people, you're gonna need to make sure they have all the same skills. So in that many ways, it lines up very well with you guys. It's important to make sure the team has the right talent and the right skills to make the right games, and to also have the right passionate mindset. You also make sure they have to be fans of the company's work.
Right.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about the wording of that that apology?
Like looking at this, like because I had covered this with Alpaca, like we went like a deep dive through all this stuff, and hearing his words and like all the people that spoke out about this stuff, it makes me not really believe him very well. Period. Period. Like you see, like, they're trying to do their best, but we need to see actions first. We need to see the results of his actions first, instead of just saying stuff. Yep. Prove to us that you're actually going to donate to this stuff. Prove to us that you're actually going to cut your salary. You need to prove it first before more people believe you, because just from the lawsuit, you lost a good amount of trust from the industry.
Not just that, you lost a lot of trust with the fans, the people who actually give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Didn't he make promises before? Have they been done?
No.
No. I believe you, honestly, rather than this fucking guy. No, not you, Hydra. I'm just talking about fucking Bobby Kotick. Another thing, is that I'm not 100% on the side of like hire for skill. I might have made it seem like that, and I think with you Ghost, same thing. Is that it's a plus if they're nice people and that stuff. Um, and if they're, if they fit that quota of having, women or non-binary people or, trustworthy people, that's fine. But if they're willing to actually, contribute to the development, in a sense of having more skill in that area,
Yeah. All right. I think at this point we've said enough. What we had said, we've probably repeated ourselves like 5 times. We just always just like said there just needs to be a fine balance between equality and talent. But let's just move on to our next topic, which is that Microsoft acquired 2HAT, which is going to be used for Xbox moderation. So I'll get that article here. So the idea is that they're buying this Microsoft buying this company 2HAT in order to improve Xbox community moderation. No, don't do musical chairs again. Come on. Don't do this. You're making this personal. Wow. Anyways. So on Friday, Microsoft announced the acquisition of 2HAT, a company best known for its AI content moderation tools. As they said, over the years, the two companies frequently collaborated to make Xbox Live and other gaming communities safer, and by the sounds of it, that'll be the focus of 2HAT moving forward. We partnered with Xbox and the Microsoft team for several years and share the passion and drive to make meaningful changes in the advancement of online activity and citizenship. We are committed to ensuring safety, inclusion, and online health and well-being are always at the forefront of our work, and through joining Microsoft, we can provide the greatest concentration of talent and resources and insight necessary to further this vision. So, whew, what do you think of this?
Good for me. Good for whoever's on Xbox, I guess. Or actually, no, because this might actually work with like. They might even be able to integrate this into like Teams or something.
Yeah, because the thing is that's important that the Xbox ecosystem is PC as well nowadays because they've integrated the Game Pass app and the Xbox app and all this other functionality added to Windows. So in many ways, this does relate with you, whether you think so or not.
Oh no, I do. It's just like, I mean, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's like saying like, do you think that? It's like this is actually a pretty important question to think about. Do you feel like having this AI content moderation tool, this company that does this, do you think they're going to overly control, or do you think they're going to overly, or do you think they're actually going to do a job and it's actually just going to make it? Hey, we're just going to remove the NSFW stuff from the service.
I mean, hey, if they actually, yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, maybe they could abuse their power or something. I guess I don't know. I don't know. If they're like, I'm not too sure because I've never really heard of 2HAT, but I mean, yeah, like they got like I hope I'm not stuttering too much. So it says 2HAT's technology has helped to make global technology as like communities and Xbox. I skipped a line, sorry. Xbox, Minecraft, and MSN safer for users. This is thanks to its highly configurable technology, which allows the user to decide what they are comfortable with and what they aren't. So, I mean, like, it's pretty easy to abuse your power if you've already been established and stuff. Or if you want to set boundaries like that, I mean, if it is just like stuff that should be scrubbed out of everyone's lives or scrubbed out of people who aren't ready to see that content or that type of stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it, I guess. I
Right.
just,
Yeah, like
what do you mean by not being able to trust them, probably?
like in some sense, like some people will think that like, hey, the corporation is deciding what is truly right and truly wrong, and so there may be those situations in which someone's going to post something that is seemingly, actually, innocent and pure, but that this thing is going to mistake it as something else. There's shit that could probably happen.
Oh. Yeah, I see. So, like, if you were to accidentally have a certain black and white photo of a girl kissing a cat's paw, um, yeah, that might be a bit, because like I know AI that detects stuff like this is slightly more complicated because there's context and there's a very um it's a very difficult thing to program, I guess, um because tools can they can do a lot. You can do a lot with them. You can cherry pick, or you can make everyone all have that same right, that same equal right to do this, but they can't all equally do this as well, except if they are meant to govern that sort of stuff, But I mean, some of this stuff you do have to kind of conform with. I mean, this is gonna happen whether we like it or not. Just like a lot of things that a lot of people rally behind, it won't change because either there are people who, make it impossible, or there are people who have already signed the deal.
Right. I mean, this topic mostly is just indifferent. It's like, oh hey, Microsoft is acquiring something to help with Xbox and making sure that it's content safer. Reality case is that it's likely not going to mean too much. I would think in the near future. Might need something in the long run, but I don't think it's going to mean too much in the near future. So it's like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Ghost Weller!
It's a
His headphones unplugged. Shoot, we can't yell at him. Here's the icon down there says he's unplugged. Thanks a lot.
I really don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah. Thanks for not telling us that you're heading off somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that either.
Alright. Anyway, I guess we can just move on to the last topic, because considering that...
Yeah. Wait, isn't this the final topic? I think we actually...
No, there's one more topic after this one, and that's involving Truth Social.
Oh, it wasn't included in the text.
It is. It's actually, you have to expand it first. It's like at the dead bottom. It's a TechCrunch article and a Morning Consult article. The last two clumped together.
I see.
It just doesn't seem like it's... That's what I mean. It just doesn't seem like it's actually the case, considering the article just seems so distinctly different.
So it's the TechCrunch one, because they're about the same topic.
Right. Great. He server deafened himself, so I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. What are you doing, cat?
I'm going to unserver... I just unserver deafed him because I'm like... I don't know what's going on. He didn't even tell us.
Yeah.
So, our first article talks about the fact that Mastodon, who we talked about in the last episode, is issuing a 30-day ultimatum to Trump's social network over misuse of its code. So, in other words, if Trump doesn't release the source code openly, there could be some serious consequences for him. This organization, at least. Just looking through the article. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Excuse me. So, you know what's funny is that is the next article about
It's a poll.
how many people? Is that the Republican poll?
That's the poll that I mentioned
joined.
at one point in time that we were mentioning about how many Republicans are like going to use this thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, never mind. We'll talk about that later. But I mean, as far as this goes, no opinion. Don't care. I mean, yeah, he can. Like, I mean, it's just if he has to do it, he has to do it. I mean, he has enough power to like not have to. He has enough money to just say no, I guess. I feel. I don't think people will like I don't think much will happen. Nothing really happens when anybody gets away with anything, I swear.
Right. I hear you.
Only the bottom barrel gets fucked over, I guess. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. That's all I can
No
really
opinion.
say. Yeah. That's all I can really say. This just shows that this whole thing with True Social has really just gone through a weird loophole. Like, think of it this way. I don't care what you believe in. Like, I shouldn't say like I don't care. It's like it doesn't matter sounds like a more positive connotation what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It's just looking at the fact that this site is using code from another site to claim it its own, and then the company that has the site is saying, yo, release the source code, or else we're going to sue you. That's a bad look. Right off the bat. Doesn't matter what you believe in.
Yeah.
And then our last article of the day, because Ghostbusters are probably going to be gone for the rest of the episode,
Is the it'll be okay. This
yes, this is the poll right here. And look at what it says right in this little graph they have. 3 in 5 Republicans expect to use Trump's new social media site to some extent. And you can see here how, look at all the things. You have all voters, which say that most are likely not going to use this thing. Makes sense. 30's like,
yeah.
It's like 37% are saying, hey, we might, every voter, 37% of people are likely, that took this poll, are likely going to use this thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? There's like 27 Democrats that would use it. That's more than a quarter. Or wait, no, not much. But at least they'll use it. Holy shit. Wow.
It's like,
Interesting.
yeah, actually 18% of Democrats would use this. That's still pretty significant amount.
Pretty much 18 then.
They probably would use it just so that they can spread their information that they have towards their thing to kind of sabotage everything.
Yeah.
They probably think of it as more of a joke.
Yeah.
So, Ghostwell, now that you're here, we were just talking about Truth Social and how Mastodon was going to issue a 30-day ultimatum to, Trump, and if Trump does not release the source code to, hit the site, there could be some major legal consequences.
I want to watch it all unfold and just sit back and relax. Whatever happens, happens.
And now,
Truth Social.
And now we're talking about the.
It's like a redneck who lost his mind and is throwing out all these conspiracy theories. You know the ones, right, in the movies? That's exactly what he's doing. He's like sputtering. I love it.
Right.
So for me, it's like we got one loudmouth who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. We got sleepy Joe Biden. I'm not a political person. We got a guy that can't even stay awake who fell asleep on live TV. I'm just going to watch it unfold. Let's see what happens.
Now we're just talking about a poll that happened about people who think they would use Trump's new site.
All right.
Here we got. I would recommend you go to the article that I have for this. It's the very last one. Because you can see it.
Yeah, and Ghost, I want to ask you, how much out of 100% do you think Democrats would use Truth Social
No idea.
as a social media owned by Trump?
No idea. I thought it's going to go well if it's designed by Trump, but
18%.
like I said,
18%. That's like, and if you add the people who won't use it that much, it's 27%. That's more than a quarter, and that's a little less than a quarter for. So,
am I surprised?
I mean, of course, there's people who use it just to catch the stalking sort of stuff and like ghost page it, but.
I feel like most Democrats that are going to hop on this site are going to use it solely for one purpose, and that purpose is just to troll. Either troll or to use it as like satire.
Or just to see what other people are saying, if it turns into like a if they think CNN is right about a lot of the stuff, they would like try to figure out loopholes to say that like about about that whole
CNN,
sort
I
of
don't even trust CNN.
Well, I think CNN would use it to try to like talk about, oh, this is what he's been posting now that his Twitter is suspended and that sort of stuff,
Well, the thing is that nowadays, like, what you could probably do is if you're going to use CNN, balance that with the opposite. Fox News. Done.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, if CNN is very much biased, like that away, then obviously they're gonna try to repurpose what was said into their narrative.
But anyways, back to the article at hand. So we can see in this graph here that out of all voters, if you count just a lot and some usage, 37% in just those two categories in this graph would use this site. So some or a lot. That's still a pretty big amount, especially considering. Well, we're gonna get to the main issue of why we're discussing this poll later and how this ties into technology. Out of independent voters, just from those two same categories, 30%. Republicans, this is the big one. Republicans and Trump 2020 voters. If you just add the 27% and the 34%, that is like 61%. Or if you count Trump voters, 63%, who's a lot or some. This is telling me, based off the data that's presented, that by looking at, the demographics of what this is focusing on, like between Democrats and Republicans, the polarization is real. Like, this is dangerous territory. And I can see, like, Ghost Boy was like, and not saying a word. Biden voters, meanwhile, only 15% of them would use it a lot or some. So when you put it all together, and why this is important to talk about, we throughout the series, at least in the most recent episode, we talk about like the idea of how social media possesses this huge amount of power, and they can like yank someone out or keep them in as like a black and white list. Some people keep saying that Republican voters, Republican ideas are being suppressed. And that this whole thing is just, this is like their answer to have a social media platform where they could say whatever they want and nothing matters.
What if it's not just you can say whatever. No, it's more along the lines of the complete opposite of Twitter.
Yeah.
Even though Twitter is a cesspool, imagine Twitter, but the other extreme.
Yeah, a right-leaning Twitter. Like, that sounds just as dangerous. Like, imagine if, like, you get banned because you said something that was left-leaning. Like, that's why I feel like this could end up being if this is too...
cool. So a fucking civil war. Great. I know.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like the most dangerous thing you could think of that could happen. And just looking at this, it's just like...
You're like, not exactly. So if Trump decides to put on restrictions to his software, to Truth Social, where it's like, hey, we won't allow left in, or we won't allow, whatever party in for blank amount of reasons, that's going to cause a giant fucking uproar.
Well, the thing is that you can't really tell when you sign up whether or not they're left or right leaning. There's no way to really tell. Like, you can't just put on a form saying left or right and then boot, because then next thing you know, they're just going to be able to go back in and just fill out the right blank and call it a day.
Trump, he wants that thing just to be heard. What happens if people besides him start using it?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look like Louisiana in fucking 70. It's not gonna look great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that scares me only for the fact that if people really do decide to, like, this comes from the same man who forcefully had to get impeached so he couldn't run again. He wasn't bad for the economy, no. I'm not a political person. Like, gas prices were down, more people were working, etc., all that other propaganda bullshit. But he took it to such an extreme while leaving office, people walked in. Now he's getting his own software, and he wants to be heard. That doesn't look great.
Yeah, definitely not. Especially since, like I said, in the last episode too, we talked about how this site was already hacked. Which
I'm not saying that, everyone who watches this is like dangerous, but it's like, as a young adult, Trump is a scary man. He is a man he doesn't think. He does not think before he does things. He has the money to execute a plan, but he does not know what he is starting up until game over. So let's say he wants this to be like, hey, all eyes on me, but it's not that. That Truth Social is exactly like a Reddit, or like a I don't know. If it's like the polar opposite of Twitter, where you can just say the most heinous shit to anybody, we are in for a world of hurt.
Right, and think about this with too. if you have all the right-leaning people leave like Facebook and Twitter and etc. and go to this place, you're gonna continue this echo chamber effect where every goddamn person on the planet, not on the planet, but at least in the United States, is gonna be even more extreme left or extreme right, and it's gonna be a bloodbath.
The thing is that they're only going to hear either opinion, and they're not going to see both sides, and they're going to like be a sheep and just follow whatever like if you had to pick a side, what would it be? But also you have to pick my side because you're only on that. There's no middle ground or anything.
Yeah.
So
what's funny about that is, have you seen the SpongeBob video where someone made SpongeBob and Patrick yelling at each other, and it was like left or right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I get it.
And it's just like, when did the elections just turn into two old men yelling at each other, and then someone just becomes president?
When did it come to the point where a handshake was disagreeable from loser to winner?
Yeah.
And it's scary for the idea that he doesn't know what he's getting into. I hope he realizes that it's not cool. He wants attention, great, but create a podcast for yourself and only the people who will listen to you. Don't create a social media platform.
The worst part too is that he has his own presence makes him feel like he's a Jesus of sorts. Like the people who
he's worse than Kanye.
Yeah, like the people who actually follow him really follow him. It's not Kanye where people laugh at him as a joke. No, the people who like Trump really like Trump.
People who like Kanye really like Kanye. It's not fun.
No, but
I mean, Ye West.
Yeah.
Didn't he rename his name Ye West or Ye West?
His name is literally Ye.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to butt in.
Doesn't help that he fucking named 6 other every single album he has to reference his mother, Donda. Who the fuck? Number 1, Donda. Cool, great, awesome. Got another stupid fucking album name. 2. That sounded harsh. I'm not apologizing. 2, he literally went on live TV crying and breaking down saying he didn't want his kids and that he wanted to kill them. And I want to become president? Yeah, no, Kanye and Trump are pretty fucking equal. So, not gonna disagree on that one.
Well,
both of them have stupid amounts of money, and both of them can do stupid ass shit all the time.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't agree about the apologizing thing, but that's really ungrateful if he can't be a parent of his own.
No, he named his album Donda after his mom, and it's the 90th time we fucking heard it.
Alright. Anyways.
Yep, rest in peace your mom. We heard it the first time, but now you're naming and branding and putting your mother's face on t-shirts. Kind of weird, dude.
Right. Anyways, I think that's all we have to say for this topic. Our comment of the day is we actually have a comment of the day, and we have to go back to episode 13 to get it.
Fuck yourself. Oh no, that's my comment. Go fetch it.
So our good friend Death Serpent Gaming just says, haha, you rock, dude. I'm like, thank you. Death Serpent Gaming, I am looking forward to eventually doing something with you at some point. And it's going to be a fun time when we have a chance to work with each other and see what cool things we can come up with.
One interaction and he gets all excited.
Oh my god, I remember, I was at work one day, and then this guy who was part of this umbrella, actually came over to me, and he mentioned that he was doing a lot of streaming because he knew me because I was doing some gaming with, like, he was a friend with one of my old neighbors at the time. So he spotted me, recognized me. He told me he was doing a lot of streaming. He has like 50,000 followers on Facebook Gaming. But yeah, and like I'm sure we could all take it. I'm sure it's just like, I'm just looking forward to seeing what we can come up with, because I'll probably be on this podcast. He'll be on here at some point. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah. All right, everybody. That's all I have to say for today. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, check the link tree in the description where you can download our podcast, along with checking out the Discord for the server. Again, that's all in the description. I'm Hydrowave99.
Then I'm Fluffo Paca.
And I'm out of here.
Yep. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.